today.
Yes. You know what? On this show, we are batting 1,000. One of us is always hungover on the show. And today it's me.
All right.
We'll get through it.
It happens. Listen, bro.
Dustin?
If you're going to do the crime, you got to do the time. Something like that.
Pay the price.
Got to pay the poppy.
Little Poppy's over here.
too. Little Poppy is our tech guy. He's going to throw us on YouTube. How do we go on?
How do we
YouTube?
get on there?
RealestateLive.Vegas. You can see us
We're live
in the studio. It's fantastic.
Unfiltered, actually.
Ken's excited for that. If you do want to reach us to the studio, we're giving away always, like usual. Does that make sense?
Something special.
For the best caller today, you know what we're giving away, guys? $75 to Home Goods.
Woo!
Huh? Isn't that a good card?
Yeah, I like that.
I got a $75 gift card that's going to the best caller today. And we will snuff out a fake call, believe me.
We're going to get one. But best of all,
yes,
for anybody that calls in today that gets a mortgage tune-up,
go on,
that sells their house.
Now mortgage tune-up. Mortgage tune-ups are for refi. So let's clarify.
Let's clarify.
Because you're going to screw this up.
All right. I've already screwed up.
We're going to be giving away.
That gets a loan today, that applies for a mortgage, that buys a house or lists their house. We're going to provide a free local move everything in their household to their new place at no cost.
That's a phenomenal. Is it phenomenal or phenomenal, Dennis?
Phenomenal.
I like phenomenal.
That really is that, and that's why you're a marketing expert. I love that. So, if anybody that didn't hear this, if you use Ron, the real estate guy, and his team, buying, selling, whatever it is, and you use Nova Home Loans, we call that the Macho Combo, right, Dennis?
Love that deal.
We love Macho Combos. We're going to pay for you to move anywhere in the city, right? Except for Pahrump, though.
I think we can handle
I'm just
Pahrump.
kidding.
We're going to handle Pahrump. We love
messing with
Hey,
Pahrump.
Sue at Pahrump. We got to
talk a lot about Pahrump today.
Yep, we can do it.
All right. That's great. So we're going to keep talking about that. That's a phenomenal program that we're giving away. Are we giving away a program?
It's a great incentive.
Incentive, something like that. It's going to be a long show. 733 KXNT 733-5968, right, Dennis?
Yes.
Is that how you reach us in the studio?
Yes.
How do you reach us in the office today? If you do want to get a mortgage tune-up, if you want to get that refinance done, or if you want to get a Macho Combo, you want to go buy that perfect house, and you want Nova Home Loans, the best mortgage company in this country, to do your home loan and get a free move. How do they do that, Dennis?
Right now, standing by, we can take your calls at 577-2600.
He's so I love it. You know the
voice of reason.
You know the artist on PBS. I'm gonna paint a little happy tree right here. That's what
I used to watch that guy as a kid.
All right, let's take a quick call from Jeremy.
Are you related to Johnny Mathis?
Hey, Kenny, will you throw Jeremy on?
Before we put him on,
producers on. He's already on. Jeremy, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling, man.
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, so I've got a question about getting a mortgage as a newly self-employed individual, and I'm starting to get a little bit discouraged. So I'd like to maybe get your take on things and how hard it actually is, and if it is impossible for me right now, how I can prepare for that when it is time to actually be able to do it.
Yeah, go for it.
I've been in the industry for about 5 years.
What industry?
I am a psychotherapist.
Okay. We probably need to
need to talk to him.
Can you call us off air
can you just swing over here, please, dude?
Thanks, Dennis.
About 2 years ago, I started as a sole proprietor, but I was also fully employed at an agency, and I just kind of did it on the side gig.
Okay.
Made maybe an extra 20 grand.
So for 2 years, you've been self-employed?
Well, for a year and a half, up until from February of 2014 until April of 2015.
Okay.
So that's a little bit less than a year and a half. I was a sole proprietor but I had a full-time job as well. I was a W-2 employee.
Okay.
April 1st, I went completely self-employed, left my job, quadrupled my salary overnight. And so I'm making great money. Me and my wife both have credit scores in the 800s. We own a home now, but we're getting very discouraged as we're talking to lenders because I've been self-employed for almost 2 years, but that first year really sucked as far as self-employment income.
Dude, you know
What
what's
a
funny,
rant.
Jeremy, is I was given this example last week where I had a borrower call me. He was an attorney, fresh out of law school, about a year and a half, but he was W-2. He's a salaried guy. Boom. He couldn't be an easier deal. They referred me to their friends, the guy's the dentist, same school, BYU. And he's self-employed. I mean, usually when you get fresh out of dental school, you don't actually open up your own practice. He did. 800 credit score, loads of money in the bank. I can't get him financing. I'm getting it done because his parents are actually jumping on the loan to bring some income to the party.
Right.
But isn't that crazy? I mean, I got same two a lawyer and a dentist, but because one's self-employed, I can't use any of his income. None of it.
Right.
It's if I had at least a year of it, Jeremy, I could maybe get away with it. So, typically underwriting 101 wants 2 years of self-employed tax returns. However, there is a way if you run it through Freddie Mac's automated underwriting system called Loan Prospector. Dennis, a lot of times it'll only condition for 1 year's tax return. So that's so you got to at least have that. Now, if we take away all that W-2 income, because that doesn't exist anymore,
right?
I've got to have something because, you got to look at the lender's perspective. They have no idea what you really make. You could be showing 250 grand in 1099s.
Right.
But dude, you're self-employed. I mean, how much is that going to rents and employ?
Well, he's writing off this phone call right now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and again, we know you're writing off way more than you need to. And I don't blame you, but you're going to have to buck it up 1 year at least and pay Uncle Sam. But yeah, every lender you've talked to is correct. Unless you can bring somebody on the loan, like the dentist I'm doing a loan for, like a parent to bring some income to the party, maybe refinance them off down the road. Yeah, you're gonna have to suck it up and wait at least a year of solid income filed, signed.
Right, because it sounds like his 2014 tax return for his self-employment income.
You're not that far away though, right?
Right.
I mean,
so like 2020, my 2015 will be my first full year. Well, not first full year, but in between April and December 31st of this year, just purely self-employed, I'll probably have, after deductions and write-offs, still probably 120, 130 grand.
That's going to help.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, so
because you're going to average you, right?
Yeah, I can't guarantee that we can get away with 1 year tax returns, but I'm about 90% sure if you've got a good credit score and you've got some assets. We run it through Freddie Mac's system. We need 1 year tax returns. You're set, man. So I mean that's early next year, and honestly, dude, rates aren't going to go up that much. Home prices are going to be pretty. They might even come down by then. Who knows, Aaron? Right?
Could you use this? I mean, I don't think you could buy much for $20,000, but maybe go to Pahrump. But
why are you picking up?
I ain't picking up. Since he filed his tax return, and he did over the last couple of years have self-employed income of $20,000 a year. Could you just use that?
I didn't hear what you said.
They're going to average his income out.
I drank a lot of.
So essentially, they would use his self-employment income.
Right. But it's only 20,000.
But they would be averaged out with this year's, so it might look like 60,000.
But he said he had most of his income was W-2 the year before.
Right. That's why
I
I'm
can't
asking
use any of that. That
separate
doesn't
it.
exist. No,
Right.
Can't work. So yeah, Jeremy's talked to a few lenders. He gets it. And, unfortunately, I don't have a special program for you, man. But you should definitely be fine next year. Okay?
And he wants the free move. So if he calls the studio and gives us his information when he does buy a house or a loan with us, he gets the free move.
Yeah, dude, and we really need to hire you, Jeremy. Seriously,
awesome.
There's some issues going on in this studio.
Well, you just let me know.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man.
Thanks.
All right,
hang up.
That was a pretty good call.
That was a good call. Put him on the list because he's number one by
default. We have a special guest coming on today.
A great special
a
guest.
Special tree? You're going to paint a special
Actually,
tree?
he's like a tree. We do call him Stretch.
Yes, I love his voice. It's so mellow and soothing, isn't it? Go ahead.
Tell us the story.
I want to make you guys fall asleep.
We do have a special guest, Dennis. Who is it today?
It's actually Aaron Taylor's close colleague. It's Mr. Biggs Inspection Services.
Doug
correct?
Liebig from Biggs Inspection. Biggs. He happens to be as big as a tree, too. I don't know. I think that was a coincidence. But he's been a friend of mine for pushing 20 years, and he's done every single one of my inspections. The guy is a plethora of information.
Dude, we've been doing this show for 4 years. I've never had a home inspector on, so this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Huge,
Can we get some sound?
probably would have.
Can we get some like sound effects or something? Come on,
Ken is
Ken.
pumped, dude, for this home inspector.
Can we hear my jingle? Anything?
He is ready to go.
Thumbs up.
Maybe he wants a drink.
Yeah. I got one, Ken. Here, come on in.
So he's coming in on the start
12
of this.
Second hour.
11:45. We're going to have a home inspector, one of the best in town. We're going to talk to him on why it's important to get a home inspection, what you're looking for, and a bunch of other crap. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a awesome segment. Ken, we're cutting to a break, so there you go. Put your finger on there.
What's going on already?
If you do want to reach us in the studio like Jeremy did and have a chance to win $75 to Home Goods. That's a solid gift today. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. Or if you just want to reach us in the office today, we do have people standing by, believe it or not, right now, waiting to take your calls and book those appointments for the Macho Combo and the free move. 577-2600, 577-2600. Guys, we'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Hey, Las Vegas, Jonathan Scott inviting you to tune in to Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays, 5 p.m. and win show tickets, hear great restaurant deals and comedy. Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays, 5 p.m. on KXNT 100.5 FM and 840 a.m. Eat well and party hard.
If you're like millions of other Americans, you're wondering if now is the time to purchase a home or refinance the one you already own. You would love to take advantage of the low interest rates, but you know it's important to make a responsible decision, and that's where I can help. Hi, I'm Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans and host of Real Estate Live here on KXNT. I have the expertise in all the available loan programs to help you make the right decision. Take advantage of a free mortgage tune-up today if you're thinking about refinancing. Get into that 15-year loan, get rid of that mortgage insurance, or use some of your new equity to pay off debt that you're struggling with before interest rates go up for good. Even if you have less than perfect credit, my free credit services team at Nova Home Loans will assist you on getting your score up where it needs to be and possibly get you into a home today with no down payment. Make sure to tune in to Real Estate Live here on 100.5 KXNT every Saturday from 11 to 2 to keep up to date on everything you need to know about the Las Vegas real estate market. And call me today at 577-2600. That's 577-2600, or go to homeloansforvegas.com.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
It's Jim Villanucci.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Good, Velma. What's going on?
You know what? I commend you because you are a voice of reason. I mean, I may not agree with everything you say, but you will let people know and you let them know the truth. I don't see how you do it.
Thanks, Velma.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
We are back, everybody. Real Estate Live, KXNT 100.5. Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, the co-host, with our beautiful, macho, muscular host of Nova Home Loans, Big Dustin, and the voice of reason, Dennis. All here, waiting for your calls, answering all real estate questions and mortgage questions. Give us a call, 799-5968. That's 733-5968, 733-KXNT, or call us live in the office at 577-2600. I remembered it. I put my radio voice on, by the way. How did I do?
Very good.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
awesome.
done.
577-2600.
That's
right?
the number. Yes.
And 733 KXNT. And we're giving away $75 to Home Goods, right?
Yep. Sir.
Best caller. So feel free to call in, guys.
And free moves to everybody.
We didn't
today.
get to go to breakfast today and do any show prep because these two guys had clients.
Oh, we had listings and mortgages.
I do appreciate that yogurt parfait you brought over from Baguette Cafe.
We love the Baguette Cafe. You ever been there,
The
dude?
Baguette Cafe is wonderful.
It's run by great sole proprietor
Fresh watermelon water.
Olivier. His name's
Newton-John.
Olivier.
Olivier Newton-John.
He's got a great staff. They have the most. So if you guys want to check that place out, it's kind of by our office,
It's
right off
always
of
promoting the
Durango
businesses.
and Sunset. You definitely got to check out Baguette Cafe. So
and how do we watch us on YouTube, Big Poppy? Big Poppy's in the house.
Here we go. So it's realestatelive.vegas.
What was that? Little
Well,
Poppy?
one more time. It's realestatelive.vegas.
Dude, Little Poppy, your Big Poppy's going to get mad that you're wearing an Angels shirt. You're supposed to be wearing a Red Sox shirt here, dude.
Or Mariners.
All right. What are we talking about, Ron? We were talking during the break about appraisals coming in low. Next week, we're going to have an appraiser on. This week, an inspector, home inspector. Next week, a home appraiser. A lot of people don't understand the differences. Well, if you need financing, home inspection not required, although it is very, very much
it's highly recommended.
Highly recommended. If you're getting financing, you do have to have a home appraisal done. So the home appraiser is going to inspect the property, make sure that there's no repairs needed, that the property's sound. They're not going to go in and go through the attic and stuff like a home inspector is going to do, and check every GFI outlet and stuff like that. GFE. I'm just a GFE.
Oh, I love it.
Apparently, some real estate agents
They're not going to
think,
check your GFE for you. The home inspector.
Giffy.
I will.
I want my GFE check.
You guys are
Stop
hilarious.
It.
You guys
This
are
is
funny.
a 3-hour show.
Oh, you're so funny.
No, apparently, though, some real estate agents don't believe that we should even have appraisals. It should be like the wild, wild west, right?
Yeah, we got some
We have some
knucklehead.
controversy. though.
We got to keep it.
It's another loan officer.
We might have to throw you under the bus.
but
Aaron.
he's going a little berserk because the home did not appraise, and he's wondering why we didn't get value for the new olive trees that were planted. This is no joke. And he gave
Are they
receipts
income
he said, dude, we
producing?
need comps, not receipts for olive trees. And he didn't quite understand that. And the guy does a lot of business too. So
It almost goes back to that conversation Aaron and I had when you took off early on one of the shows.
oh, that might happen again today.
No, but Aaron and I
So
were.
everybody knows. Full disclosure.
What was that, Dennis?
That's probably going to happen today. So, Little Poppy, I hope you're ready to host at 1 o'clock.
We were discussing upgrades with new builds from a new builder, and how much you put in a property doesn't necessarily give you all the value down the road. And apparently, olive trees are mandatory.
First of all,
value.
What's the ROI on an olive tree?
First of all, olive tree is a misnomer because there's no olives coming off that tree that you can actually eat.
They're not.
And all they're doing is giving you
Eat
allergies.
anyways.
So, you know what? I think the appraiser was right. He probably should have deducted $5,000 from that damn appraisal for those olive trees,
For the
right?
allergy
This
medicine
isn't
that
Italy,
spent.
guys. You're not making olive oil from those olive trees. I know everybody thinks they are, but it's not happening, Dennis.
So I should
Dude,
return my olive tree I have in the
trees
back of my truck.
my trees are all sick, just so you know. And I have nice trees, don't I?
You have very nice trees.
The palm trees are doing okay. But when I bought my house, one of the reasons is had the mature landscaping already intact, which kind of framed everything in, those big trees in the backyard.
You have a big fig tree too.
Yeah, we've got some in Green Valley, a problem with a worm or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but we had to hire an arborist. Is that what it is?
Arborist?
Arborist?
Harbors.
Yes,
Yeah, he came down and
the tree doctor.
yep, he's gonna do some injections, believe it or not.
Get rid of the worms.
Disinfect.
Yeah, and
He's going to deworm the trees.
He's gonna put some HGH in those trees and
Get them fired up.
He's gonna scrub them.
I hired a personal trainer for one that's really
Looking
not doing
kind of
well.
weak.
Mm-hmm.
shake them up.
Speaking of which, where are the figs? Do you guys ever
We have
harvest those
figs,
things?
pomegranates. First of all, I hate figs. So
okay. So can you just bring
if
them
anybody
to me?
wants any figs, let me know. We'll give away that.
The
next
birds
time.
will eat them all.
Bring them to me.
Pomegranates, stupidest fruit ever.
Yeah, it's such
right?
work to get to like very little.
No, it's dumb.
How
Like it's
dare you.
these little seeds that don't taste very good. It's
have
too much work. And
antioxidants.
the payoff's not there. It's really not. However, we do have a great lemon tree that's on fire. Guys, the lemon tree, guys, is on fire.
You know what they say when you get lemons, right?
An orange tree that's coming up the rear. Does that make
Fructus
sense?
naturalis.
It's going pretty good. And the lime tree. Yeah.
I like those.
I would like the lime tree.
This show is going nowhere.
I got some numbers. I'm going to give you some numbers. Let's get off. Come on. I'm going to give you some numbers.
Aaron, I don't think you understand how important.
I'm going to give you numbers in trees.
Tree figures.
In tree figures. So, single family homes that are listed.
What's up, Holmes?
Single family trees right now that are listed 8,335. Pretty much stable from last week. Right around there.
35. Okay.
Condos and townhouses 1,825 for a grand total of.
I didn't put that into my calculator.
Really? Not even like a little grand total. 10,443.
Whoa!
I did it all myself.
You got a thumbs up from Ken.
I think there's a couple mobile homes that I didn't put in there, but I think the inventory's stable for what it is week to week where it's going, which is good. Great markets to buy. Great market to refinance. Great market to get that mortgage tune-up.
The question is, how many units from last week to this week went into escrow and or expired?
Do you guys know the median sales price actually went down?
I believe. What's that?
The median sales price went down from month to month.
No.
It did.
What, $1 or $2?
With the influx of olive trees entering the valley, I think property values should shoot up.
Olive tree related.
But the sales last month were tremendous. I mean, I think it was 10% more than year over 15%.
Yes.
I mean, that's huge. I don't, and we beat July to August. We haven't, or excuse me, June to July. We've never done that before. I don't think in the last like 5 or 6 years.
We were on a roll.
But
so actually sales are really, really smoking right now in Las Vegas. That's good to see. So what does that mean to you guys listening to the show right now? Well, it means, right now, if you're thinking about selling your house, it's probably a good time to do it, Aaron, because the demand's out there. After this month, each month's going to start getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Why is that?
For demand.
Why is demand going to get worse?
Well, inventory is going to increase. It has to. The builders are building all over the place. And as inventory increases, people are going to have to jock for position to sell their house. And from one to the next, the way to show a difference is the way to show value is price.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to lower the price to get their home sold.
And weather has a lot to do with it. I know we don't get extreme weathers like other states, like in Colorado. I mean, they basically shut down. They don't have any purchases
during the winter.
It's because nobody don't survive.
It's crazy. They bunker down. They do whatever they can. The loan officers at Nova Home Loans to try and get some refinances in there. But I mean, this is it. I mean, come October, November, December. They really their sales go down to almost zero. It's crazy.
Well, plus
in Vegas, in Vegas, it's that mentality, Aaron, right? It's people want to go buy homes in the
before school
summer,
starts,
spring time. I mean, that's when people are out there.
Well, it's right before school starts, and then now once they get comfortable and they get back on that routine, which they are doing in the next couple weeks,
holidays are coming up.
Oh, we're going to get a big surge right now. Watch, because people are getting in their routines. It's time to make a move. They have that time available during the day, especially the housewife or the mom, where they can make things happen, search for new homes. And we usually get a big surge on my end in about late August, early September.
To try to close before Christmas.
A lot of people buying. They want to buy, and get in before the holidays.
Yeah, they want to get that house before December so they can have family over and throw that New Year's party. And
so be ready.
Go buy some olive trees. All right, let's get to a break here. 733 KXNT, 733-5968. If you do want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you guys. Giving away $75 to Home Goods for the best caller today. Let's get some calls going, guys. You guys make the show. In fact, next caller is getting on air for free. And has a high probability of getting $75 from Home Goods, since we've only had one call. Or if you just want to reach us in the office today, if you're just tuning in, giving away a great promotion starting today. It's called the Macho Combo.
Make sure you mention that when you call in.
You use Aaron Taylor and his team, the real estate guy and Nova Home Loans, on a transaction. We're paying for your move, guys. Shoot.
That's up to $800 value.
577-2600, 577-2600. We'll be back after this. Listen to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylorTheRealEstateGuy.com and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Number one for news. News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. A lot of shucking and jiving going on over there, Dennis, between me and you.
Let's give you some hand signals.
If you do want to reach us to the studio, guys, we'd love to hear from you. 733 KXNT, 733-5968. $75 to Home Goods is the big prize we're giving away today for the best caller. So let's get some calls going in the studio. I am your host today, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans. Happen to be live in the studio with two good friends of mine, actually three good friends of mine. First off, Dennis Schultz.
Present.
Hey now from Nova Home Loans. Is it? Never mind. And of course, the real estate guy, Aaron, the man, the myth, the legend. God dang it, you're a handsome guy. You know that?
Yeah.
Little Poppy.
Little Poppy.
You're handsome too.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you guys do want to reach us in the studio, again, 733 KXNT or in the office. You want to sign up for that Macho Combo? Have the two best real estate mortgage firms in this town working for you and pay for your move. Damn, that's solid. 577-2600, 577-2600. Baba Booey. All right. How about the house of the week, dude?
House of the week.
Come on now.
I'm excited about this house of the week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kim's working. Here he goes.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm going to go hug him later. House of the week.
Go on.
Mountains Edge Community off of Blue Diamond in Durango. Yellowstone at Mountains Edge. Single-story home. Just shy of 2,600 square feet.
2,600 single story in Mountains Edge. That's a nice house.
Nice house.
How many car garage?
Desirable.
3-car garage.
Nice.
4 bedrooms.
Go on.
Pool.
Ooh.
11,000 square foot lot. Double long driveway.
How many olive trees?
1 olive tree. Just
tree?
one. We can
That's
get
all
rid
right.
of it.
That's all right.
Mature landscaping
We'll cut that
everywhere.
sucker.
Now I'm going to rattle some stuff in
So
my
it's
head.
turnkey.
Crown molding, surround sound inside and outside, travertine floors all throughout the house, big mosaic in the front.
A big mosaic? Is that like as a bodyguard?
Mosaic, yeah. All the fixtures are upgraded, top of the line. alarm system, central vacuum, stainless steel
Well, how
appliances
does
with
that work?
Sub-Zero.
Sounds like a model
How's the
home.
Central vacuum.
Actually, you know what? And look,
That's interesting.
it's a short sale approved yesterday at $370.
Holy mackerel.
And we already we put it in the MLS. We got 2 offers within the first day, and we won't accept anything until Monday. So if you're out there listening, you want a great single-story home in Mountain's Edge that's undervalued, that looks like a model, it just needs to be cleaned up, beautiful pool, beautiful yard, beautiful landscape, with all the options you could think of. This property is a great property. You just have to spend a little money and clean up the landscape and clean the house, and it is a wonderful property at $370,000, bank approved. So call us. Right away.
It's not
Dennis,
vacant.
let's do some
It is
financing
vacant.
options on that.
Vacant.
So that's out of the FHA arena. That's a little too high. 287.5 is the max loan amount for any FHA buyer. But that could go 3% down conventional. We like to see people put 5% down and not go the 3% route because the rate's so high and the mortgage insurance. And let's face it, if you can go 3%, you can usually go 5%. But that payment, let's see, 5 times 420.
I'll give it to you right now. What's the 370 purchase price? 5.
With closing costs, everything else, you're gonna need about 23 grand, I'd say, right? 22 grand.
So if they borrow 351, basically,
Go on.
give or take a couple of bucks, depending on what.
Happy trees coming.
Let's just say the rate's 4%, right?
Dennis, take the beret off.
All right.
It's ridiculous.
So principal and interest, $1,676.
$1,600. Okay, so we're probably gonna be $75 in insurance.
What's the property tax?
Taxes, $2,800.
Okay, that's good. So 220 and
233.
and taxes. So you're about $300 taxes and insurance. The mortgage insurance is probably going to be about
Depends on the FICO score and
yeah.
DTI and
It's
all
let's say you got a good credit score,
Couple,
0.62, $125, $145. So add that up. So what was the principal and interest? So 16 plus 19 plus 150. I mean, you're under $2,000 for that house. 5% down conventional. I mean, that's phenomenal.
And the house,
and
the house is gated. It's right across the street from the clubhouse that has all the pools and facilities. It has, I told you, central vacuum. 12 foot,
how does
12
the
foot
central
ceilings.
vacuum work?
Do you want me to do
how
that?
that works?
Just like a regular vacuum.
It's like that.
Yeah, you put the hose down and it
does
sucks
suck?
things up.
It sucks.
Yeah, sucks olive trees.
So you got outlets is how it works. It's like an outlet. You plug the hose in. It vacuums right up.
I think he was kidding.
Oh Lord, no, I actually.
Oh, you were seriously? You have central
Is there
vacuum,
like a
don't
flex?
you? All those
capacitor?
big mansion homes got central vacuum. You
I
have
don't
it.
even know what that is. So.
Or you have someone like does it for you.
733 KXNT 733 5968. If you do want to reach to the studio, $75 going to Home Goods today for the best caller. Let's get some calls going. Oh, speaking of calls, right on cue, we got the J-Fro rant coming on. Johnny, what's happening?
What's going on, guys? You guys look great on the on live on YouTube, Facebook,
Nice.
Twitter.
There we go. What's up, Johnny?
What's going on, Aaron?
Everything's good,
hey,
man.
Aaron, is that a tie-dye shirt?
No, actually, it's a Tommy Bahama kind
I
of
love that shirt.
styling shirt. I like it. It's pretty fresh.
You are classic, man. You look great.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Just
Glad
don't
you
call him
brought that.
beautiful. Just call him handsome.
Did you see Little Poppy shirt, John? Angel.
Yeah.
It's an angel shirt. It's not good.
I saw Little Poppy. I know you like that, right, Dustin?
Yeah.
Hey, again, one of the reasons why I wanted to call, and usually we don't say this too often, but I had to tout this email that we got from a realtor yesterday because it actually goes into what I really want to comment on. Just let me read a little bit about what this realtor said. I won't mention his name. I don't want to embarrass anybody. But he wrote, just wanted to say thanks for working such a smooth transaction. I've been a realtor in Vegas for 14 years, and this was one of the quickest transactions I have worked. This is exactly what I want. I hand the file to you. You do everything on your end and close a week early. And just so we all understand, this was a VA loan. I can't tell you how annoying it is having to hold everyone's hand, then constantly follow up with the lender, asking if the appraisal is in, if they received all the buyer's info, when will docs be at title. The last transaction I closed with a client's friend as her lender, the lender had the wrong EMD amount, the wrong sales price, the wrong COE date, then told the client that she had to bring in 10% down when she originally said 5% down. Luckily, the client had the money. File closed a week late. Seller turned the utilities off, so I had to turn the utilities on in my name for a week. Anyway, thanks for being so professional, working so quickly. And I know, Dustin, you don't like hearing this, but you know what? I'm going to say the last line anyway, because honestly, I don't care. I look forward to working with you guys for a long time. WJ Bradley out. PRMD.
Oh, you said it.
Nova in.
Whoa, man.
John, you're pissed off today.
Listen, if they want to blow some
Throw
higher,
me rant.
hey, call me 216-3921. I'm not scared.
or call us in the office. 577-2600.
Fired up today.
But listen, here's the thing, Dustin, Dennis, and hopefully Aaron could appreciate this. Also, every week we get a call from someone saying, you know what? The reason why I'm coming to you is because my loan officer is not calling us back. We don't know what's going on. We've been working with these guys for 30 days. We have no idea where anything is. So, I mean, the bottom line is we're a team, and honestly, teams do work better for the simple reason that we're always there to pick up someone. So we answer our phone 7 days a week. We give the information to both the listing agent, the buyer agent, and the borrower, so they know exactly where we're at. Bottom line is, guys, yeah, I think we are the best. And you know what? I'll put my money where my mouth is. Prove me wrong.
Man, you're pissed. I could actually feel you spitting on me right now as you're yelling.
John,
I would never do that to you, Aaron.
I'm lucky to have a great team. I have Dennis. I have John, who's the most passionate guy on the planet. So, I mean, you guys make me look good. I appreciate it, Johnny.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my granddaughter, Summer Brown. She's starting school 7th grade on Monday, and she's got to do a lot of work. So say some prayers for her. All right, guys?
Happy
All
birthday.
right. Way to go,
care,
Summer.
guys.
Thanks, John.
No, John mentioned this to me before, and I had some people come in to the office a couple days ago, and same story. They came in, dealt with another lender, didn't feel they were getting anything out of the conversation, or just they couldn't help them with their credit. And the lady said, you know, Dennis, we should have called the first time. And we're just basically telling our listeners, if call us first, let us have a crack at it. Come into the office, sit down with Dustin, sit down with myself. Let us go over your finances. And that way, you know exactly where you're standing. If you have credit issues, no problem. We can cover that. We've got credit services team, dedicated agents that'll actually call you on the phone, walk you through step by step. They're FICO certified, so they know all the guidelines on how to increase your score, and they know underwriting guidelines. So don't wait. If you're stumbling with another loan officer or a bank, just give us a call, 577-2600. We would be more than happy to sit down with you and go over everything.
Are you sure? Did you say I want to take a stab at that cabin? Is that what you
The stabbing cabin is a factor for me. I'm the most eligible bachelor.
Lisa, welcome to Real Estate Live. What's happening?
We got a call.
Hey, Lisa.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Hi,
Lisa.
She had a question about reverse mortgages.
We'll put her on hold. Put her on hold for me, will you? We'll cut to a break. All right, guys, let's cut to a break. When we get back, we'll hopefully get Lisa on the phone. She's calling about a reverse mortgage. Actually, starting to get a lot of calls about reverse mortgages, Dennis. We'll talk about that a little bit after the break. If you do want to reach us to the studio, we'd actually love to hear from you. 733-KXNT. 733. Is it 799? 733-5968. AA Ron.
Yo.
$75 going to Home Goods, guys.
Free move.
Gift card. Best caller today. And free move, dude. Macho combo.
$1,200
Using
value.
AA Ron, the real estate guy, and
$1,200.
his team, and Nova Home Loans. I don't know why you wouldn't want to use that. And you're going to get a free move. Ridiculous. 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Want to watch the current season of NCIS or past seasons of The Good Wife? With CBS All Access, you can watch these and other CBS shows live or on demand on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Go to cbs.com/access now for your free trial.
Are you putting your money into an IRA, pension, or 401k? Then I hope you're prepared to lose 30, 40, 50% or more of your retirement savings, because it's not a question of if the market crashes again. It's a question of when. It's going to happen. Did you know there is a way you can protect and grow your wealth safely and predictably every single year? The people using this approach didn't lose a penny when the market crashed in 2000 or 2008, and they won't lose a penny in the next crash. In fact, their money will continue to grow safely year in and year out, even when stocks, real estate, and other investments tumble. A free report detailing this savings program is now available. This free report shows how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and wealth-building power without risking your retirement in the Wall Street casino. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement. It far outperforms any IRA or 401k. To get this free report, visit bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
the most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
If it's news, we're talking about it. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Welcome back to Real Estate Live. This is Dennis Schultz, your go-to mortgage professional with Nova Home Loans. Sitting here next to me, two good friends, Dustin DeHart, the main host, Nova Home Loans, the man, the myth, the legend, flexing his pecs. We also have in the studio with us today, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. We're talking about real estate. We want to get calls from you. We also have little Poppy, our tech support, who's showing us live streaming right now. So you can go to realestatelive.vegas and check us out. Obviously, we're giving something away today, guys, to make the show exciting. We have a $75 gift certificate to Home Goods. Can't beat that. So to qualify for that, give us a call in the studio, 733-KXNT, 733-5968. We want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. Or if you don't want to call the studio, we have people standing by in the office right now. You can reach us in the office at 577-2600, 577-2600. I think we have a call. Lisa back on the line.
Should we get her on? Let's see if this young lady can get on. Oh,
Is
Lisa, what's happening? How are you? Yeah, she's still
Give her 5 seconds. She might be 5-second delay.
Lisa,
Kid,
are you there?
Ken was messing with us, wasn't he?
Lisa, listen, this is like the first phone call that ever happened with Alexander Graham Bell. And who did he call Alexander Graham Bell, Ken? Do you know?
Called his
I
mother.
think it was Michael Jordan.
I think he called, or Dennis Rodman.
Lisa, if you're there.
All right, she's not.
Good try, Lisa.
Maybe it's just
not figuring out the phone and the whole thing.
I wanted to hear
out for her. So she did call about a reverse mortgage.
Hey,
let's talk about it for a minute.
Somebody's here.
She's calling back.
Oh, she here?
No, it's a
she's
different
not
caller.
giving up. Dennis D Nice, I like to call him. Used to do a lot of reverse mortgages
all over the country.
All over the country. Great product. Actually, I had some radio listeners, and I want to talk about this now. Call in and sat down with me. They go, I'm house rich, cash poor, and I need some money. Dennis, okay?
Yes.
Free and clear property.
Okay.
Okay. Free and clear. What does that mean?
That means they owe nothing on the property.
Okay, just making sure.
No mortgage.
I wasn't sure. So they needed some money. So I said, why don't we get a reverse mortgage on that bad boy? And like at least 5 or 6 times I go, do you want to leave a property free and clear to your heirs? Is that your goal in life?
And what'd they
Absolutely
say?
not. Do not care. Told about the reverse mortgage. So it's either going to be slap a reverse on that property or sell that thing and then go put 50% down on another home because it was a little too big for them and never have a payment again. And they're like, yeah, we did some research and the fees were too big. I'm like,
compared to what you're not making a
the
payment.
fees to what? I mean, you guys need money,
right?
So you're never making a payment. So people, so there's these crazy websites out there that love to slam reverse mortgages, and I could care less because I don't do reverse mortgages.
Right,
doesn't really benefit me, but I know how much it can help a senior, and I used to do them at my old company. It just fries my turkey when I hear crap like that.
Well, I always ask people, you have several options. You can sell your house, take the cash and go live with your children, or you can get a reverse mortgage, or you can sell the house and go rent. 9 times out of 10, they don't want to go live with their children. They don't want to go and rent. So sometimes reverse mortgage
for people. I saved a guy out of Barstow once from basically foreclosure, could not make his payment, had equity in the house, just didn't have the wherewithal to move or anything like that. Older guy,
right?
Slapped a reverse mortgage. I mean, I've done millions of thousands of transactions, Dennis. You know this,
yes.
And there's only a handful that I remember in my career, and I remember that one. That guy was crying. That was awesome. I mean, when I changed his life,
you made a difference in his life.
Let's get Win on the phone. Win, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
What's up, Win?
Steve Win.
Hey, how are you doing?
Is Steve Win?
If it were my first name, I wouldn't be here. So it's my last name.
I didn't think so.
I mean, it's my first name. Sorry.
Win. That's your first name. That's an abbreviation.
Yep.
It's Win.
No, that's it. It's
Winning.
not.
I like it. What kind of what are you?
Price of homes.
I didn't really have a individual real estate question. I would like to refinance one of these days, but I think I lost that wave. I refinanced just a few years ago, and around 4 something. That isn't a big move for me to do it again right now. But my question is, leading up to the collapse of the market, there were what kind of a leading factor was those big land auctions that drove the price of homes up. Do we see that? I mean, the public, we don't really see those big land auctions and how per acre the price goes up or down. Have you guys seen any changes in that?
Well, I know like 2 years ago, land was getting bid up very, 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 very high. And builders were kind of scammering a little bit, trying to buy.
Was it like 03?
No,
no,
yeah, well, not that high, but it was 100% more than it was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
However, I've not heard of that happening lately. I think everything's kind of calmed down. Everything's mellowing out a little bit. There is a lot of building everywhere. I mean, we see it, around our office, with single family residences, they're building IKEA. I mean, it's going crazy. So there's a lot of demand and there's a lot of supply. So, listen, when we were way, way, way down, we needed to correct ourselves, and we did. And we're not seeing those huge spikes right now. But that really doesn't have anything to do with property values. Ron, does it?
For new homes, maybe, right? But not resales. I don't see how.
No, what are you trying? What is that concerning you for exactly?
I just if in the next 2 to 5 years I'm looking for a newer home or trying to find a home, that it does change the new sales, but it probably lifts all the boats to some extent, right?
I don't. How would the price of land? I mean, it depends on the inventory of the resales, right? So if there's not a lot of inventory, then naturally that boat's going to rise. But if there's a lot of inventory, then it's kind of a moot issue. The builders, I guess, they'd have more competition, so their prices actually. So I don't think it would affect resales, right, Aaron?
No, the time to buy and sell is right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, of course,
right now.
I don't know if we answered your question for you, but I don't.
I don't think you had a question.
Win, listen.
I was just trying to hear, what's going on in the market.
This was probably the worst call answering question we've ever had on Real Estate Live.
Sorry, Wayne.
So
We let you down, buddy.
All right, bro.
So
it's quite a stunt you pulled calling in, talking about land resale and all this crap. But, we don't appreciate that.
I've been listening
trying to
the
stump
whole
us?
time. I just thought I'd call in and ask something that was
Win, you were
relevant.
trying to win the $75.
We appreciate
It's a valid
that,
effort.
Win.
Let's just.
I
get
think
it
he's
out
in the
there,
running
right?
right now. For the
Dude, you just went to the
$75.
top of the list because I appreciate you trying to sucker us. That's basically what just happened, right?
The shenanigans never
Us
end here
little
in the
people
studio.
Don't hear what's going on.
How
in the
dare
market,
you, Win.
the big things. So,
All right, bro, you're at the top of the
thanks for
list,
letting me
Win.
know.
All right, man. You home goods? You need a fake plant or some dishes or anything? Huh?
I'm sure she'd be able
Yeah,
to
your
go
wife
off
would
that
love
pretty
that.
quickly
All right,
from
brother.
me.
Keep listening
Thank
for the next hour. We're gonna
Thanks,
give that
Win.
away next hour. Okay, brother?
You got it, sir. Thank
Take
you.
care, bye.
Yep.
How dare you win? All right, guys. We
That
do
was-
have to cut to a quick break.
But in the studio,
Who's
We
in there?
have the big, the bad, not so ugly.
coming up next.
Big's inspection. Big Doug Liebig is here.
All right, our home inspector's in the house. We're going to talk to him on why it's important to get a home inspection and what you should be looking for. Stay tuned for that. If you do want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you guys. $75 going to Home Goods. You know what? It's not going to Win. I was being nice on the phone.
No, that's wrong. Win. We love you, though, baby.
No, you did not win. You did not win.
Nah, he wins all the time with a name like
What
Win.
a catchy
Give us a
name.
call.
You did not win. All right. 733 KXNT 733-5968 or get that macho combo today 577-2600 in the office. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Broadcasting live from the Dollar Loan Center Auto Title Loan Studio. News Radio 100.5. KXNT AM and HD. North Las Vegas. KXNT FM and HD1. Henderson. A CBS radio station.
CBS News. I'm Steve Dorsey. A long-running air show near Brighton, England turns deadly when a plane crashes into a busy road.
Framed against a cloudless blue sky, the classic jet fighter flew a wide loop to please the air show's 20,000 spectators, but midway through the routine, it dived too close to the ground, crashing in a ball of flames onto a busy highway. Several cars were engulfed. 7 people were killed instantly. Many others were injured. Eyewitness Stephen Jones was at the air show.
The fire burned for a long time. It looked very grim.
The road where the accident happened is often used by people going to the beach on England's south coast. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
At a funeral service for Corey Hood, the Golden Knights parachutist who died Sunday during a skydiving demonstration in Chicago, he was posthumously promoted to the rank of Master Sergeant. Hood was known for his leadership, tactical, and technical skills. President Obama has called and praised 3 Americans who stopped a gunman aboard a Paris-bound high-speed train. Brit Christopher Norman also helped subdue the man armed with guns and a box cutter. He praised Air Force serviceman Spencer Stone, who was injured in that attack.
He put up quite a bit of a fight, but Spencer Stone is a very strong guy. He actually held him very well.
At least 18 people were killed in 2 separate bomb explosions in Somalia. In one attack, 14 soldiers were killed. Fire officials in Washington state are optimistic a change in wind will help them battle a growing wildfire that stretch thin resources.
Today, we're looking for a lot calmer day in terms of wind, which will help us make some further progress.
Rocky Mountain Incident Commander Todd Pachota there. Protesters take on Planned Parenthood in Washington.
We need to defund Planned Parenthood.
Protesters outside of a Planned Parenthood that's still under construction in D.C. say this is about raising awareness. Irina Grossu, one of the speakers at the protest, says undercover videos lift the veil on what Planned Parenthood does.
The investigative videos that came out that show that babies and organs from aborted babies are being trafficked and harvested.
Planned Parenthood says the videos were highly edited. Kathy Stewart for CBS News, Washington.
Translating diversity in the military to civilian life.
Using mortgage data, University of Connecticut and Brigham Young researchers have found that when members of the U.S. military leave the service, they tend to settle in more diverse neighborhoods than non-veterans. They believe it reflects the fact that military personnel are constantly exposed to a multiracial climate and are more used to diversity than civilians who've grown up and remain in homogenous communities. The findings are being reported at the American Sociological Association meeting in Chicago.
That's CBS's Barry Bagnato reporting there. This is CBS News.
This is John Greenhut, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, Power Swabs is the answer. In 5 minutes, you'll see 2 shades wider teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. Even better, there's no messy strips or trays that you'll have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you're done. To try Power Swabs, call 1-800-679-0969. Your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free. 1-800-679-0969. That's 1-800-679-0969.
Have you heard? Proactive Plus is faster and better than ever. Stay tuned for a 1,000,000 bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. With Proactive Plus, your acne can heal, and you can help prevent new breakouts. Don't miss this limited time offer. We're going to let 1,000,000 people try Proactive Plus risk-free and get 2 free gifts, and also receive free shipping when you call right now. Call 800-393-6272. That's 800-393-6272.
American astronaut Scott Kelly is fast approaching the halfway point of his year-long flight aboard the International Space Station in preparation for much longer flights to Mars.
American Scott Kelly and Russian Mikhail Kornienko are approaching the time when they'd normally be getting ready to come home. Their crewmate Gennady Padalka will leave the space station next month.
Misha and I will both be very upset with Gennady when he leaves us, and maybe a little bit envious.
Of course, he's joking about being upset, but not necessarily being envious. Quoting Padalka,
"When you're on Earth, you dream of being in space, and when you're in space, you dream of being on Earth."
Kelly tells CBS News he's fine and still energized.
A year's a long time, but I'm still looking forward to the rest of this flight, and we got a lot of great things coming up. You know, it's been a great experience so far.
Peter King, CBS News.
And U.S. marine biologists have launched an investigation into how 30 whales died before they were found washed ashore along Alaska's southern coast this summer. Steve Dorsey, CBS News.
This is John Greenhut, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, Power Swabs is the answer. In 5 minutes, you'll see 2 shades wider teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. Even better, there's no messy strips or trays that you'll have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you're done. To try Power Swabs, call 1-800-679-0969. Your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free. 1-800-679-0969. That's 1-800-679-0969.
Have you heard? Proactive Plus is faster and better than ever. Stay tuned for a 1,000,000 bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. With Proactive Plus, your acne can heal, and you can help prevent new breakouts. Don't miss this limited time offer. We're going to let 1,000,000 people try Proactive Plus risk-free and get 2 free gifts, and also receive free shipping when you call right now. Call 800-393-6272. That's 800-393-6272.
The proceeding is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate question. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live.
Hey now, this is a delicious watermelon water, dude.
Yeah, that's from Baguette Cafe.
Baguette
Little
Cafe.
something, something.
Hey now, Dennis Schultz in the house.
Yeah,
D
yeah.
nice
With
the
Dustin.
voice of reason, my man. I love you, Dennis.
Yeah.
Dustin DeHart here with Noble Home Loans live in the studio. Also with my other man, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, and our special guest.
I'm here.
I'm gonna screw your last name up, Doug. Pronounce your last name for us.
It's Liebig.
Liebig. All right.
Liebig.
Are you German?
With
You are
LV Home
a
Inspections.
big German dude.
Just-
What are you,
just a
sex 10?
He is big, one big bad mother.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
All right, you guys want to reach to the studio? We'd love to hear from you. 733 KXNT 733-5968. Still giving away $75 to Home Goods, guys. We're mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, normally we give away to Outback or you
want to make your house
Starbucks.
beautiful.
And a $1,200 move.
Yeah,
today.
Richard Emanuel called in and really screwed us around, and he was giving away like a golf package for a year. Jerk. Or you can reach us in the office today, 577-2600, 577-2600. AA Ron, what are we giving away also in the office today if you do the macho combo like we like to call it? What is that?
Macho
Exactly.
combo. Get your loan through Nova Home Loans.
Okay.
Buy or sell your house.
Go
through
on.
Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Yep.
And get a $1,200 local move absolutely free.
And you get $100 off your inspection. Boom!
Bam! What about the appraisal?
Look what I just did.
What about the appraisal? What about it? Tell me. Oh,
Not yet.
Let's
not getting carried away.
All right, Doug, before we get to you, let's take some quick calls here. Oops. Michael, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Oh, good afternoon. I have a question. As I drive around Vegas, I see a lot of homes that are boarded up or vacant, or the grass, is weeds at this point. But there's no information about buying these homes. Are these good buys? Are they, bank foreclosures that haven't been released, or what's the story on them?
Well, yeah, they're called zombie foreclosures. And basically the bottom line is it's crazy. Yeah, banks aren't foreclosing on them yet. And there's no rhyme or reason why. People like to call that the shadow inventory, right?
But if you go on Craigslist, you could
it-
probably get that sucker rented out for cheap.
Yeah, you can.
Can you buy these homes, or do you have to wait?
Can you
till they go-
buy them? Yes, absolutely. If you have a property that you're interested in, I would like you to call us. And what we'll do is get the address, and then we're going to have AA Ron use his attorneys. He works with the best attorneys in town. We're going to contact that owner and see if, because more than likely it's upside down, and try to get a short sale done. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And the answer to your question, 90% of these homes you see, that they haven't went through the foreclosure process yet. They're still owned by the seller. The seller just doesn't care. And I got a call this morning from a gentleman named Bob who had the same complaint. He lives next door to this house. People are living in the house. He kicks them out. They're living in the house. He's sick and tired of it. But if the seller doesn't care, then nothing's going to happen. The neighborhood needs to get together, call the police, have the city condemn the house, board it up until it gets foreclosed on, because the seller really has to make that happen. If the seller doesn't want to do a short sale, it's just going to sit there vacant and make the neighborhood look trashy. So,
Gotcha. So at this point, if you want to buy that, you'll be buying it from the existing owner rather than the bank.
correct. You have to buy it from the existing owner. So if you gave us a call in the studio at the 577-2600, we'll find out the house. We'll find out who the existing owner is, and we'll try to shake some sense into them and say, look, why do you want them to foreclose on this property? Hit your credit for 7 years. You can't buy a house, because for people who own these houses, it's out of sight, out of mind. They forget about it. They don't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, years down the road, pow, it gets foreclosed on and they're in big trouble. So we'll contact the seller or the owner, and we'll let them know that you need to do a short sale and give them all the benefits on why to do it.
Very good. I much appreciate the information.
Hey, thanks
Michael.
for calling.
Appreciate the call,
Appreciate
man.
it.
That was a good call.
Great call. He's in the running.
We had we had one of our agents go and do the final walkthrough.
Yep.
Pulls up, Goes
the
to
final walkthrough.
Go ahead, Big. Let me hear you, baby.
So
it's the final walkthrough.
shows up. The lockbox is gone.
You need a banana slap.
They cut the lockbox off of wherever it was. So his eyebrows
What?
raise. So he does a final walkthrough, meaning he's selling the house. The house is listed. He's going to go do a double check to see, that everything's looking good for his sellers or whatever. He goes to the property. The lockbox is gone. So he's like, okay. He tries to get in. The door basically has been rekeyed.
Oh, yeah.
And, or no, I don't know if it's been rekeyed or not, but anyways, the
bottom line, he went back in there 2 days later, and
someone's moving there.
There's a whole house full of
furniture,
in there,
children,
and
cousins
a guy,
and
the furniture, and the guy.
Pets?
The real estate agent was like, "Holy!"
He's like, "How did you get to this property?
Who are you, and why are you in here?"
Yeah, who are you?
It's like,
why are you here?
Who are you, and why are you in here? So yeah, man, another rental scam. Poor guy.
So the guy went to Craigslist.
Listen. The only thing you can get on Craigslist is what, Dennis? Couches and
100
hookers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or stolen cell phones.
Other than that, don't go on Craigslist.
That's why you need
That
to
was
use
a
a real
joke.
estate agent.
I don't really like
to rent
Craigslist
properties.
very much.
I've never used Craigslist.
I don't think it's
A real estate agent's
it's
going to
so
have
commercial now.
Well, just
You
to
know?
do real estate transactions, you don't know. I mean, he basically lost $1,500. That poor guy that rented that property.
It's like buying a house and then doing your own home inspection. Who does that?
Let's
Who
talk-
does that?
Let's talk about home inspections.
I think it's crazy. Stupid.
All right, Doug. So let's talk about home inspections. Nice transition, Dennis.
ABCs.
Sometimes, once in a while, I'll get a person that says, I don't need a home inspection. I'm good. Well, and once in a while, it's a guy that's a general contractor or handy. I get that. But everybody should get a home inspection. And I'll tell you what, when I bought my home, the real estate agent that I worked with, he recommended somebody. And I've never seen a lot. But the first home I bought before that was brand new, so I didn't need a home inspection. So I just kind of trusted him, and we got this 1-page thing, and it was like 4 little things on there that needed to be fixed.
One page?
Yeah, I'm not joking. It was 1 page, and we're like, oh, okay, well that's pretty good home inspection. And some of it was some drywall out in the garage because the water heater was eroding it away. And the seller agreed to fix that for like $250 or something like that. And we thought we did a good job. Well, needless to say, when I started seeing real home inspections that were like 40 pages
with pictures,
5,000 pictures, and like arrows going everywhere, and this and that, I'm like, holy crap, what happened here? I think I really got scammed, to be quite honest with you. And I think that real estate agent and that home inspector kind of in cahoots, like, yeah, don't write too much stuff. Have you ever seen that before? I'm not calling anybody out. I know the guy did.
It's because you got it off of Craigslist, dude.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Introduce yourself,
But
Doug. Tell
holy
everybody who you
mackerel.
are. Introduce yourself and your company.
Yeah,
What
my
do you
name is Doug Liebig with LV Home Inspections, and we've been doing this for about 15 years. So we've seen quite a few homes go through, and done a lot of condo conversion type work when they were doing the condo conversions back in the day, and so we've seen a lot of different things. But in answer to your question, yeah, you want to. Back in the day, there was a lot of agents that actually asked me to just give it a skim
gloss over.
Yeah, a little gloss over, because they didn't want to lose it. Everything was going hot and heavy.
Did they ask you or did they ask you?
They asked me.
Attaboy.
Yeah, they asked me. Yeah, so they asked me to do a kind of a skim over, and I was never any good at that. So yeah, I just kind of nod my head and keep going with it and do whatever I did. And some agents would continue to use me, and some would not use me because there was too much information on it. So
isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I know that's what happened. I'm just trying to be nice. So it really is important that you hire the right home inspector. Because I paid $400 for this knucklehead to go in this house for 3.5 hours, and then he gave me 1 page of crap. That was it. And a home inspection. Correct me if I'm wrong, Doug. That should be how many pages?
Well,
normally,
if you're looking at 4 hours worth of work, you're usually looking at somewhere between 32 and 40 pages, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what kind of what are like the big things that stick out on a home inspection? Like when you pull up, you obviously do a little bit of research beforehand, possibly.
Like the most common things that he sees.
Yeah, the most common thing.
Yeah, not in newer homes, like
like
homes that are like 10 years old or so, the common stuff that you see.
Yeah, you look at you look at the around the outside of the house to see if you have any deteriorating stucco, anything like that, and then you just kind of do a general overview of the house. You know, look at the roof, and a lot of times you can tell what condition the house is in just by walking in, and the maintenance on it. If it's clean, people take care of it. You know, it's going to probably not have too many problems. But the minute you walk into a place that's just filthy and dirty, and that's when you start looking at.
All right, Doug, this is good stuff. I want to cut to a break because I want a full segment next segment with you on what you need to look for in a home inspection, what you're looking for, mold, all that good stuff. So let's do this right now. Let's cut to a break. 733 KXNT. 733-5968. If you do want to reach to the studio, we'd love to hear from you. Want to talk to the best home inspector in this town, or if you want to talk to Ron, the best real estate agent in this town, or myself or Dennis, we'd love to hear from you, and you get a chance to win $75 to Home Goods.
Yeah,
what can you buy at Home Goods?
Macho combo.
You can buy a lot of stuff. I bought some popcorn over there the other day. Delicious popcorn. 733-5968, or in the office 577. Yeah, Ken, he's a knucklehead. 577-2600. We'll be back after this. Listen to the Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Join us every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. for the New Money Sports and Entertainment Show with Kathy Cash. Hear from top athletes, singers, and more live from the sports and entertainment capital of the world. That's the New Money Sports and Entertainment Show, Saturdays at 6 p.m. here on CBS Radio 100.5 KXNT.
If you're like millions of other Americans, you're wondering if now is the time to purchase a home or refinance the one you already own. You would love to take advantage of the low interest rates, but you know it's important to make a responsible decision, and that's where I can help. Hi, I'm Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans and host of Real Estate Live here on KXNT. I have the expertise in all the available loan programs to help you make the right decision. Take advantage of a free mortgage tune-up today if you're thinking about refinancing. Get into that 15-year loan, get rid of that mortgage insurance, or use some of your new equity to pay off debt that you're struggling with before interest rates go up for good. Even if you have less than perfect credit, my free credit services team at Nova Home Loans will assist you on getting your score up where it needs to be and possibly get you into a home today with no down payment. Make sure to tune in to Real Estate Live here on 100.5 KXNT every Saturday from 11 to 2 to keep up to date on everything you need to know about the Las Vegas real estate market. And call me today at 577-2600. That's 577-2600, or go to homeloansforvegas.com.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Carlos and Dana, weekday mornings at 6 on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. Call him Jim, call him Nooch, or just call him Jim Villanucci on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5. Look at the burps. KXNT. I'm your host today, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans. Your go-to mortgage professional here in Las Vegas. Live in the studio with D Nice, Dennis Schultz, the voice of reason from Nova Home Loans. Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. Hey now. And Big Doug, the best home inspector in town.
The best.
All right, guys, you want to reach to the studio? We'd love to hear from you. 733 KXNT 733-5968. $75 going to Home Goods for the best call today. Or you can reach us in the office at 577-2600. Doug, before we get to you, let's take some calls, and one of them are for you. Valerie, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live. We appreciate you calling in. What's going on?
Yes, thank you. I'm glad I tuned in today because I'm going to be listening till the end of your show. I recently bought a home that's 43 years old. I had the inspection done. I was given the referral of the inspector by my real estate agent, and bought the house. And shortly after moving in, I realized I wasn't getting hot water, and there was a warm spot on the tile near the living room, and I was hearing water rushing in the wall, in the hallway bathroom. So shortly thereafter, in the evening, one day, I started hearing crackling and popping and hissing coming from underneath the tile at several locations. So after 3 or 4 days into
Sounds like you live under Lake Mead, Valerie. What's going on over there?
I know I've been traumatized. I've been under a great amount of stress because this is all new to me. Home ownership and learning about all the details, the day in and day out situation here. So
what in the home inspection, did it note any of this stuff or no?
No.
How about in the seller's real property disclosure? When you sign that, did they note anything in that SRPD about any kind of leaks or foundation?
No.
Nothing.
No.
And do you think, and let me just ask you this question and just tell me yes or no. Do you think that this was a pre-existing condition or it just happened when you moved in?
Pre-existing, because from the day I moved in, I did feel that warm spot on the tile when I was walking barefoot on it, and I haven't had hot water since I moved in. But did I care? Because I moved in July.
Well, yeah, you need hot water.
You gotta have hot water.
Always got to have hot water.
So what do you do, Doug?
Well, the one of the things that we look for, and I hope to mitigate those types of problems is the first thing we do on something like that is just look at the meter, see if you got any water turning at the meter. That's with all the faucets and everything off at the house, and if we see any movement, then obviously we're gonna note that. So I think your inspector might not have looked at the meter,
Because if it's turning around, that means there's water on somewhere.
Sure, but yeah, your valves are all off in the house, and so where's the water going to go other than
was the running water happening with the water on, or was it only when you had the water on? You didn't really elaborate on that, Valerie. What was that?
No, all the water was turned off in the house. Now the water to the house was on, of course, but when I could hear that water running through the wall in the bathroom, there was nothing on in the house.
Ooh. Okay.
So,
have you had a plumber over to take a look at that?
Yes, I started the process. A plumber came. American Leak Detection was just here.
Okay.
So we're going through the steps. But I would like to, anybody who's listening, when you get an inspection, I would advise specifically ask the inspector, have you checked for any water slab leaks, any watering, check the meter, go out to the sidewalk, check that out, and be there. Be present for the inspection.
Absolutely.
You're so right, Valerie. I could not agree more. And I'm in this profession and I've done it and I got scammed, dude. So it's unbelievable. If I got scammed,
anybody can get scammed.
Listen, bro, and I'm a big dude. I listen, don't
flex on him.
You should see the real estate agent. He's a small guy.
Squash him.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna choke him. Valerie, listen to me. So you got screwed. I got screwed. Thankfully, it doesn't sound like it's too big of an issue, right, Big Dog?
Well, yeah, just you might, depending on what they find, they might have to pull the slab up. Is your house a slab on grade, or does it have?
Here's what we're gonna do. Hey, Ron,
what are we doing
for this?
Talk to me.
I'm putting up $150. You're gonna put up $150. We're gonna send Doug out there to do a home inspection and really get to the bottom of this.
Let's do it.
Can we do that?
We're gonna pay for it. He's gonna check it out.
Valerie, you good with that? Can we have Doug come out there and take a look at everything for you? On Real Estate Live. All right.
I love you guys.
Because we care about our listeners.
$300. We're gonna send Big Doug out there. I will write you a check on Monday, Aaron. Okay, we're gonna send Big Doug out there. Go take a look, see what's going on. I know he's got a lot of contractors. I've got personal friends. Aaron does. We're gonna get that fixed for you. But seriously, to pennies on the dollars. Okay, so I want you to call us right now. Talk to John Fromey, 577-2600. When we get back on Monday, we're going to call you. We'll get this set up, okay?
Okay, so I'm calling 577-2600. I'm speaking to
John.
Just tell John who you are, and we'll get back to you on Monday, okay? But we're going to send Doug out there for you and on Aaron and our dime and get to the bottom of this, okay?
I love you guys.
Right.
I this has been like I said, a tremendous stressful situation. It's just me and my little dog. And this whole homeownership thing was supposed to be a joy, and it's turned into
I know.
other things.
That's because you
get
didn't. Listen, next week, Dennis, we're going to do a big rant on why people don't use us first.
Yes.
Yes.
And
I
I'm
found
a
you
little
guys too
pissed
late.
off, Sam. That's all right, Valerie.
Because they'd be using Big Doug if they did.
Right. All right, Valerie. We'll talk to you on Monday, okay? We'll get this straightened out for you. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Thank
okay?
you.
Thank you.
All right, let's get another call here. Cheryl, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Hi guys, I'm getting ready to start the process to buy my house. I've been working on my cleaning my credit up, and I have a couple letters. And somebody told me you have to do it takes like an update or something. It's 48 hours or something. I don't know to bring the
check your.
They're doing a credit supplement
Yeah,
on
to
something you
get
paid
the
off or something.
Yeah, I've already paid off a couple of things on there, and I have letters
Rapid
from them.
rescore. Okay. So,
Yes, okay, that's what it's called. So I was getting ready to do that and go with somebody else on Monday, but you guys are offering this.
Da-da-da-da.
A macho combo.
Yes. And since it's
Sure,
going to be really
first of
tight
all,
for me to
I'm
move
going to
anyway,
cut you
I
off.
really need help.
How dare you not call us first? Okay.
Didn't I actually? That you can't say that because I did. I met in your office. I thought I was supposed to be meeting with Dustin 2 years ago,
3
and I met
years
with
ago.
somebody else.
Who'd you meet
And
with?
I don't remember his name, but he told me that he was going to get back to me
ninja?
because we needed some help cleaning up our credit, and I never heard from him. And I called 3 times and left a message. So
Well,
I
that
did
guy's
it
gone.
myself. I did it myself. I've got everything done. I'm in the process. I'm down to 3 derogatory items, which I'm working on right now,
All right, sure.
which should be taken
Done.
care of. But I have 2
All right, we're
right
going
now
to take.
to
All
be
right,
done.
stop it. God dang it, stop it. All right, I'm sure I love you. All right, first of all.
I'm excited.
All right, so here's what we're going to do for
She
you.
wants that
Man,
free
we're-
macho
it's
combo.
like the price is right today. All right, not only are you getting the free move, Cheryl, okay?
Okay.
Because one of my knucklehead loan officers back in the day, if you were working with D Nice over here, that would not have happened.
No.
So I apologize. You should
Well,
have
I
called
didn't
me.
think so. That's why I did plan to come back again. But
I'm sorry. You know what? I've hired them all. They're all gone. And now, listen, it is what it is. We're going to give you a free home inspection.
Paid
Boom.
for, bought.
Done. And a free appraisal. Oh, my gosh. And a free move.
Oh, wait a minute. You're killing me.
But you got to, well, are you already in contract or no?
No.
no, I haven't.
Oh, God.
Yet.
All right. Well, you got to call us on Monday. I want you to
Okay.
come in. All right. You're going to use AA Ron, his team. We're paying for everything. Okay. Inspection paid for. Appraisal paid for. Move not paid for. Cheryl, you're paying for that. No, I'm just kidding.
we're
We're paying for that
for the
too.
move. Move, inspection,
Cheryl, all right.
appraisal.
And listen, we have to pay for your rapid rescore. Hopefully, the knucklehead loan officer you're working with now is not charging you for that because that's against the law. So, Cheryl, we want to help you out. I'm sorry that
thank
you got some
you so much.
miscommunication
Thanks,
from us in
Cheryl.
the past.
I will call you first thing on Monday. And who do I ask for? Anybody in particular? Or?
Just call John right now.
Yeah.
577-2600. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's cut to a break, guys. Let's get back to talking to Big Doug about home inspections. If you do want to reach the studio, 733 KXNT 733-5968 or in the office 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you wanna sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylorTheRealEstateGuy.com and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
With CudaSign, paperless e-signing is a no-brainer for any business that requires legally binding signatures fast. That's because CudaSign offers everything you should expect from an electronic signature solution for just $1 per month. CudaSign cuts document turnaround time as much as 90%, thanks in part to its #1 rated mobile app. And CudaSign's secure cloud stores documents for on-demand tracking and retrieval. Get CudaSign now. It's $1 per month. Go to CudaSign.com. That's CUDASIGN.com.
Want a reliable PC that's ready for whatever your business throws at it? Dell's PCs and 2-in-1s are built for what happens. Like the Dell Latitude 2-in-1 with an Intel Core M processor. The world's most secure 2-in-1 combines the performance of a laptop and a 13-inch tablet into one powerful device. So you can research and analyze data in laptop mode and present to clients in tablet mode. Join the millions of small businesses that trust Dell and Intel as their technology partners. Hire Dell today. Visit Dell.com/radio.
Hey, Las Vegas, Jonathan Scott inviting you to tune in to Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. and win show tickets, hear great restaurant deals and comedy. Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. on KXNT 100.5 FM and 840 AM. Eat well and party hard.
Packers,
Vikings,
Red State,
Blue State.
We come from different places. Uptown,
Downtown.
We come to different conclusions. half empty,
Half full.
But no matter how different we are, we're all connected and we can all make a difference. That's why United Way brings people, expertise, and resources together to improve the education, income, and health of our communities. The building blocks for a better life. When we live united, our efforts, magnified by others, add up to real change. Children succeed in school, families gain financial stability, the health of our neighbors improves, and suddenly, so do our communities. But real change won't happen without you.
Live united.
So let's look beyond our differences.
Live united.
One by one, let's make a difference. Let's reach out a hand to one and influence the condition of all.
Live united.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Sign up today at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. I'm your host today. Right? Big Poppy? Believe it or not, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans.
How do we watch this on the on YouTube?
RealEstateLive.Vegas. RealEstateLive.Vegas.
Watch us.
Little Poppy said we had 77 listeners or viewers
on YouTube.
Hopefully we don't have 77 listeners. Ken, how many listeners do you think we have? About 17,000, right?
Millions, Dustin. Millions.
All right. I'm live in the studio with my man, D Nice.
Yeah.
Painting a happy tree for y'all today.
All
and AA Ron, the real estate guy, the
Talk
man,
to
the
Aaron
myth,
Taylor.
the legend. sexy man.
If you want to buy a house, talk to
Big
Aaron.
Doug, the best home inspector in town. How are you, Big Doug?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for being on the show, brother.
LV
Hey, thanks
Home
for inviting me.
Inspections.
You got to come on more often. A lot of people calling in, asking you questions, and it's been phenomenal.
Doug and I.
Phenomenal. 733 KXNT 733-5968. If you do want to reach us in the studio, we are giving away $75 still, believe it or not, to Home Goods. That's a great gift card.
Great
You guys
gift card.
like Home Goods? You've been there, Doug?
Oh, yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
store. Or if you want to reach us in the office today, you want to get that macho combo. Whew,
Mortgage
I got a
tune.
text. The phone lines are lighting up. Lots of macho combos happening.
Nice.
What other real estate and mortgage company are going to pay for your move? None. 577-26. Well, one.
And the appraisal.
2600. Appraisal.
That was just on that last one.
And the inspection.
I'm going to have to go bankrupt.
Move, inspection, appraisal. Done. Pow! Pow ya! Take that.
Darn, I love you. All right, so let's get back to the shenanigans, Big Doug. What we're talking, you guys were talking about septic tanks. That's a stinky subject.
We were talking
isn't it?
during the break about different features and things of properties, and we were just commenting on the last caller who said she had a water leak, and I asked Doug, I've bought and sold houses myself, and I've seen the inspections done. What's your take on what happened to her? And he was kind of going over.
Well, yeah, and getting out and going into the house, first thing you're going to do is look at the meter to see what see if you have any leaks, and that kind of gives you an indication of what you're going to maybe find or not find in the house. And I think there's a few things after.
So
you've
the
been
water
doing it for a
meter
while.
can show water, show some water leaks.
Sure, yeah,
All right.
yeah, it'll show anything going past that meter is going to turn. So
So if everything's supposed to be shut off and that thing's turning, the
Yeah.
source is coming from somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah, and that's
So Doug was also
There you
talking to
go.
me about. He was saying, it doesn't matter how long they're in the house for doing the inspection. If they don't give you relevant data on the inspection, it's kind of the meaningless, right?
Yeah, it's you can spend, and really what you're giving them is a report to give them a good overview or condition of what the property is about. And some people say, well, my inspector spent 4 hours, or my inspector only spent an hour. And when you get down to it, really our inspections are about an hour per 1,000 square feet. Some people tell me, well, my inspector only takes 45 minutes. Well, that's great. Is he giving you all the information you need?
Yeah.
So
I want to rant. Can I rant for a minute?
Absolutely.
I just have to tell you something. So
Sure.
I never have this problem with Doug when he does our inspections, but I list a lot of houses too.
A lot.
And I get these reports from these inspectors that are like 4 pages of things.
The
that are
flex
wrong with the house.
capacitor only has
come on.
1.21
There's
gigawatts.
There's a chip on
Right.
on the paint. There's
Yeah.
a little minute crack on the toilet seat. I mean, it's great to list all these things, but an inspection report is for items really
Foundation.
that are broken,
Yeah, exactly.
that are major, or if a
Health and
ceiling fan
safety.
doesn't work. Or yes, I even had one, and I talked to Doug about this a little bit ago. Have a beautiful house in Summerlin. The house is several years old. That the what
circuit breaker?
The circuit breaker. Yeah, we were talking about
Yeah.
that. The circuit breaker wasn't 30 amps, it was 35 or vice versa.
Sure. Yeah. The circuit breaker was probably 35 amps and your air conditioning unit said 30.
Right. So he goes, oh, that's got to be changed. And I looked at him, I'm like, every single house in this neighborhood is built the exact same way.
Not me. That wasn't me saying that.
No, that was not you. 'Cause
Okay,
I
yeah.
represented the seller. I
Okay.
didn't hire the inspector.
Right.
Or you would have been doing it.
Right.
And you would have saw that, you know what? Hey, the inspector's not smarter than the contractor, the builder, the city inspectors, but he made a big stink about it, which caused the buyer to get pissed off, and he wanted it changed.
Now we see that a lot.
And then all of a sudden now,
you get emotional.
this
like,
little
oh my God, I'm
$100
getting
deal.
screwed.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't matter what house you're going to buy. If it's a resale, Doug, there's going to be some issues with it, right?
It's like buying a used car, right?
Go to KB Homes, go to the design center, and go pay 40% more than you should, right?
Right.
If not, then you got to deal with it. Then it comes down to negotiations. You have to be level-headed, and you have to have a good home inspector, and you especially have to have a good real estate agent that makes all of this make sense. Guys, let's not freak out over the little hole in the closet door. Let's not freak out because one of the outlets does not work. We'll get this stuff fixed.
Amen.
Now, however, if there are huge issues, right, that's when we need to raise some red flags. That's when a good home inspector goes, Ron, dude, this house has mold everywhere. Ron, this house has electrical issues. We need to really make sure that these people understand this before they buy this house. Right?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the general condition of the property when you're going to buy it. I mean, you got 40 broken tiles on the roof. You're going to want them fixed. I mean, you're going to eventually have a leak.
But if you have one broken tile in the bathroom, that's not a deal killer, guys. You have to understand when you're going through a real estate transaction, there's two sides to the party here. There's a seller who thinks their house is the best house in the neighborhood. There's a buyer who thinks it's the worst house in the neighborhood that wants to buy it for cheaper than anybody else. And we all have to come to an agreement, and this can kill deals. And we've seen it time and time again on our end. Okay. And we're good. Next week, we're having a home appraiser, which that's the real deal killer.
There's another.
Okay.
That's a 5-hour show.
So, boy, we get past big Doug, God bless. But then the home appraiser, that's Zeus with the lightning rod that kills deals all day long.
What
right?
transpired on that property, Aaron? Whatever happened with that 35 amp breaker?
The selling agent, who's a great our buyer's agent, the buyer's agent, because I'm the selling agent, she agreed to pay for it, and she had someone fix it because that's what her buyer wanted. The seller was absolutely not going to do it.
A $15 breaker. They didn't want.
Was not going to do it. Why should he do it? Not going to do it. Yeah. And let me tell you something else about Doug and his inspection. What I love, and because we have hundreds of listings and we get reports constantly and they want things fixed, a lot of times agents will send over the inspection report and say, just fix everything on the inspection report. Well, I'm sorry, whatever. We're not, come on, are you stupid?
It's not a brand new home.
No. Doug's report, he'll list everything for you. He'll go through that home with a fine-tooth comb. A matter of fact, this 6'5" giant right here will go in the attic. That's a sight. You need to see it. He'll get his butt in the attic.
You're just going to pay for Doug just to see him go in the attic.
Just to see him go in the attic. It's comical. It's great.
The reality is, though, Aaron, and you probably know this, in the contract, oh, you absolutely know this.
I do know this.
The contract actually has a limit of what the seller is willing to pay, right?
Well, in the contract, it'll say that there's a certain amount for costs of repairs.
Okay.
However, you're not locked to that cost for repairs because there's also a clause in there that says if it adversely affects the value of the property, then we're back to negotiating. So if he inspects a property, broken fan, broken GFI, leak here, that's under $500, no problem. All of a sudden, oops, there's a truss that's broken. Well, that will adversely affect the value. And if those trusses cost $2,000, then we need to negotiate and get that done.
Sure.
But what I wanted to say was about your inspection reports, which I really love, truly, not just because you're my buddy, you're sitting here, is that I get this report and then the last page shows the items that really need to be done. Like what do you call it?
Well, we have marginal items and defective items.
Yeah, and I love the defective items because when I represent a buyer and I use you, the defective items is what I want done.
Right.
The marginal items are, you know what, I can handle my buyer and let them know that, fix those yourself, or they're not a big deal.
It's kind of cosmetic.
Yeah, they're cosmetic, but the defective items, right, Doug?
Yeah, they're not cosmetic so much as that it's in place, it's working, but it needs repairs. So that's kind of what a marginal item is.
Maintenance.
So yeah, maintenance. It needs repairs. The
little lube.
Say for instance the GFI is not working. That's going to be a defective item.
What about the GFE not working?
The GFE or the AFCI or the PMD or whatever, it doesn't matter. But so marginal items are things that are in place that are working but not working properly, maybe just need repairs.
Do you talk to the clients yourself and kind of calm them down at times?
I think the toughest part is when I'm doing an inspection and I got the seller and the buyer there at the same time, because the seller thinks, like Aaron was saying,
posturing.
Yeah. So that's kind of the toughest gig there. But
after you do the report, if they have questions, can they contact
yeah,
you?
absolutely. My phone's always on.
So after, let's say there are some defective issues, right? And then you notate that. Do you recommend they do the repairs themselves or the seller? Like how do you approach of finishing or fixing those defective items on the list?
I always recommend that a qualified contractor do the repairs, because under the guidelines for the state, we're obviously never supposed to do the repairs on the work that we find.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of a conflict of interest. So I always recommend that a qualified contractor, licensed or otherwise, that they feel comfortable with, because a lot of times, they have their buddy that's a journeyman electrician, and they feel comfortable with him doing the repairs. So okay, hire him. But in any case, if you don't know an electrician, hire somebody that's licensed. Hire somebody that knows what they're doing, and not somebody that says they've done it before. And
Aaron, how do you approach that?
What about Enrique? Enrique can fix anything.
No,
then hire Enrique.
No, I'm just curious. So, Aaron, if you're representing a buyer and you find some defective items with Doug, and you go to the seller, how do you find out how that work has been done? Do you ask for invoices, or how do you approach verifying the work completed on the punch list, Aaron?
That's a very good question,
Aaron.
Dennis. Oh my God, he's awake. He's alive.
How the hell do you do?
He was actually, I think he was snoring over there for a minute. He actually was sleeping for 30
He's like
seconds.
King Kong.
Well, of course, we have to verify. We need receipts from contractors.
You don't
showing the
just
work
take
has
their
been
word
done.
for it?
No. And then when we do the walkthrough, we verify that the work's been done. But also, when we use Big Doug, Doug will actually come out and check the work for us if we need him to.
Nice.
And did I tell you about the macho combo we have going on right now?
Yeah.
With free move, $1,200 value, the free inspection when you use Nova Home Loans and the real estate guy, the free. What else we giving away?
That's it.
The only way to get that, though, is very critical, is if you call in right now, 733-5968, 733-KXNT, and get on the phone with us and let us do the macho combo.
And you don't have to buy or sell in the next week. I mean, just
Right.
call us up right now. Give us your information. We'll put you down. And if it's a month or two away, you'll still get the inspection. You'll still get the appraisal. You'll still get the free move. Just give us a call. Give us your information. We'll have you for the future.
Good stuff, guys. All right, let's cut to a break. Wrap this puppy up for our second hour. Next segment, we're going to give away our $75 gift certificate to Home Goods.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
Still got a
baby.
chance to win it. 733-KXNT. Want to reach to the studio? We'd love to hear from you. Best callers winning it. I don't know who's winning it yet. Do we have anybody that written down there, Dennis? D Nice?
He's got some contenders.
4-5-7-2-600 for that macho combo, or if you want to hire the best home inspector in town, Big Doug, reach us right now. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron
the
Taylor.
most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
This is Las Vegas's #1 source for news, talk, traffic, and weather together on the 8s. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live.
He's adjusting.
We're all Justin in the studio. Your host today, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans, live in the studio with, of course, Aaron. You ever seen that skit, Key and Peele? You know
That's why he calls me Aaron. It's hilarious.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
I Google substitute teacher Key and Peele.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to look at it.
I will.
People are going to think.
He normally
that I'm
substitutes for inner city. Is that what he says?
He's an inner city
And he
substitute
goes to,
teacher
like,
that goes to
he
like
goes to Gorman and he goes,
yeah, exactly.
And he goes, all right, Jack Quellen, is Jack Quellen here? We're going to take a roll. And no one answers. And she goes, do you mean Jacqueline? Don't mess with me, Jack Quellen.
He gets all pissed off. And then he goes to, finally gets to Aaron.
Aaron, what was some other?
Oh,
D
dogs,
Nice,
Aaron. Yeah,
Denise.
It's hilarious.
All off the skit.
Oh, yeah. It's out of control.
733 KXNT 733-596-82. Reach us in the studio. We'd love to hear from you guys. $75 to Home Goods. We're going to give away here in about 5 minutes, believe it or not. So pick up that phone and give us a call. Or 577-2600. Let's wrap everything up that we've talked about last 2 hours. Aaron, first of all, who's the best home inspector in town?
Doug Liebig, Las Vegas Inspections, Big Doug.
15 years, dude, experiences everything, especially with home inspectors.
I mean, he's done over 1,000 of these
Listen,
things.
man, I'm good. Doug, I'm good at like nothing.
I want to hear the horror
and
stories though.
I can't even hang a picture. So I commend you that you can go do all that. That I think it's phenomenal. But you have to have experience. You've probably seen it all, and God bless you. Are saving people a lot of headaches and a lot of money, right?
We've it's all about the service. So that's
Tell
what
us
I
a
base my-
story. Give us.
You know what? Hold on.
I
got a home inspection call here.
Oh, great.
Jeff, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live. How are you?
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, how you doing?
You're good, brother. What's up?
Yeah, I was listening to you about the inspections on the home, and
Oh, I'm
You know,
sorry,
you-
Jeff. I apologize. I'm just joking,
Okay.
Jeff. I'm just kidding, bro. Keep going. Just messing with you.
yeah, you're right. You can't. That's really important on having that stuff done. I can't emphasize how important that is. I'm a plumber, and I go through houses and see even houses that have been inspected, how many things get missed. And when we actually go through houses and inspect them, we do a thorough job. We go through, we check the pressures, make sure your regulator's working. We flush the water heater, check the anode rod, go through, check all your valves, your drains, your disposal, toilet, tub, shower. We go through everything thoroughly, and it's really important on that.
Yeah, amen, man. I could not agree more. Jeff, I'm at and Doug, I'm actually remodeling my bathroom right now.
Yeah,
good friend of mine's doing it. Trust him more than life itself. He hired some subcontractors like a plumber and this and that. Man, everybody's not made the same. It's crazy, And this plumber he's used before, and all of a sudden kind of went haywire. And it's funny how he said, it's amazing how you're only as good as your last job. It
That's
really
exactly
is,
right.
Jeff.
Yep.
And I'm already having problems. Like all of a sudden, our bathroom or a bathtub doesn't have hot water, and it's And I know Corey will come back and fix it and make it right. But yeah, dude, and just like us, Dennis, and just like you, Aaron, we're in a different trade, Jeff. But you're only as good as your last job, man. And you have to do your best. You have to under promise, over deliver. And that's how you stay in this in this industry for a long time.
Sounds like we got a great plumber on the phone.
Yeah,
right now.
Jeff. You know what? I'd love to hear from you in the office. Maybe we can set you up with Big Doug because I know he's always looking for contractors. Let's get one more call here. Thomas, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live. Are you in a wind tunnel, dude? What's going on?
Well, I'm driving down the freeway in a Camaro, so maybe.
Got you top down, dude.
Quick question for you. So I'm looking to buy 3 different 4-unit multifamilies. What's the best thing to do? Do 3 different residential loans, 1 commercial loan, or 1 portfolio loan?
Well, good question. I myself could only help you with residential. So I gotta cut him off. Sorry. Hopefully he's still listening. So he wants to buy 4-unit properties, Dennis.
Yes.
Commercial's kind of your wheelhouse, not mine. Just so you guys know, anything after 4 units, meaning a condo, a Mondo condo with 4,
like a 6-unit.
Yep.
Property.
That's now commercial.
Right.
Okay. 4 units, we can sell to Fannie or Freddie. 25% down is the minimum down payment because it's going to be an investment property. Yes, there are banks out there, I think credit unions that might portfolio those together, call them a commercial loan. Have you seen that? If you buy, I've
depends
heard
what the purchase
dude, I've
price
heard it a
is.
million times. I've never seen it, but yeah, I guess you could pull them all together and buy them as a commercial property. Good luck getting your offers accepted for all of those.
His
dwellings.
best bet's probably just to get traditional financing.
Absolutely.
25%
His best
down.
bets, pluck them down. You're going to get a better rate. 25% down. Go buy your first 4 family. Go buy your next one. Go buy your next one. Go use Aaron for your real estate agent. Guess what?
Use Doug for the home inspections.
Guess what? Yeah, and we're not going to pay for your move because you're not moving in those suckers. How about that, bro? We just saved
$1,200.
We just saved $1,200. But then Aaron will turn around and list it for 8%. That's our other thing we're giving away today. 8%. All right, really quick. Who won the gift card? How about the
Cheryl?
Cheryl.
Cheryl won?
Who's Cheryl? What would Cheryl call about?
Cheryl is buying a house.
All right.
She did her own credit repair, and now she's ready to go.
Boom, Cheryl, you're in.
Congrats,
577-2600, Cheryl. 577-2600. Little Poppy's falling asleep. Wake up, little Poppy. We'll contact you as well, Cheryl. $75, the home goods. We can't wait to meet you. We're going to give you the Macho Combo, and you won $75 to Home Goods. Big Doug in the house. Love you, brother. Appreciate you coming on. Good
Thanks for
stuff.
having me.
Best home inspector in town. 733 KXNT if you want to reach the studio. Guys, we'll be back after this, believe it or not. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Broadcasting live from the Dollar Loan Center Auto Title Loan Studio. News Radio 100.5. KXNT AM and HD. North Las Vegas. KXNT FM and HD1. Henderson. A CBS radio station.
CBS News. I'm Steve Dorsey. 3 Americans tackled and disarmed a gunman on a high-speed train from Amsterdam to Paris. President Obama called them to praise their bravery. Hero National Guardsman Alec Skalaros.
I didn't even have time to think. I didn't even realize or fully comprehend what was going on. I honestly didn't even believe it. It felt like it was a dream or a movie or something.
Brit Christopher Norman also helped take down the attacker with college student Anthony Sadler and Air Force serviceman Spencer Stone, who was injured in the skirmish.
Alex said to Spencer, go get him. Spencer jumped up, tackled him, and actually started getting the terrorist under control. Alex jumped up and helped Spencer, followed immediately by Anthony, and I came in at the end of it all and helped to get the guy under control.
The suspect is apparently a 26-year-old Moroccan flagged by Spanish authorities last year for links to radical Islamic movements. Authorities in Iraq say Islamic State militants have killed up to 50 troops in ambushes west of Baghdad. And a plane crashed onto a busy highway near a seaside town in southern England, killing 7 people. It happened during a long-running air show there.
Allison Southall was driving with her 2 children when she saw the plane heading straight for her. At the last second, she swerved off the road.
I just said, "Get out," and we opened the door and they ran to the side up the hill, and everyone was kind of in shock and crying.
Other motorists weren't as fortunate. At least 7 were killed, with many more injured when the plane split in half and burst into flames.
CBS's Larry Miller reporting from London. 12 people are dead, including 3 American NATO contractors, after a suicide bombing targeted a NATO convoy in Kabul.
This attack happened around 4:30 in the afternoon local time. A suicide car bomber detonated in a busy street close to a market and a residential area outside of a hospital in central Kabul.
That's Suno Rasmussen reporting from Kabul. And firefighters are trying to get a growing wildfire under control in Washington state, now in a state of emergency. More from KIRO Radio's Chris Shaw.
Over 225,000 acres have been scorched by the Okanagan Complex fire, according to Rick Isaacson with Chelan County Fire District 1. High winds stoked the fire yesterday and caused it to spread significantly. The winds are unpredictable, though.
We'll go from being extremely smoky sometimes in the evening time to the next morning, it lifting in the late morning and being a clear blue sky day.
The Department of Emergency Management says evacuations are a dynamic situation.
Thousands of people at the Kentucky State Capitol rallied behind 3 county clerks who are refusing to issue marriage licenses to gay couples. One clerk says her Christian faith prohibits her from signing the licenses. This is CBS News.
Are you at risk of identity theft? Yes. A new identity theft happens every 2 seconds. Does giving out your social security number increase risk? Yes. Putting personal information out there increases risk. If you forget your significant other's birthday, are you at risk of getting the silent treatment? Probably. No one likes having their birthday forgotten. But it won't increase the risk of identity theft. Unfortunately, things like shopping and breaches will. That's why LifeLock goes beyond free services that simply monitor credit, from detecting threats to helping resolve issues if your identity is ever compromised. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock has proprietary technology to detect threats and a dedicated resolution staff to help restore your good name. Is getting the silent treatment fun? No, but it's a walk in the park compared to having your identity stolen. Protection starts at $9.99 a month. For 10% off, go to lifelock.com and use promo code NEWS.
Setting the record straight on TV, forensics.
It's been said not to believe everything you see on television, and that's the case when it comes to crime scene investigator shows. Being that it's National Forensic Science Week, crime scene investigator for the Colorado Springs Police Department, Breanne Hornsby, says don't believe the myth that DNA testing can identify a criminal in minutes.
Our side could take weeks or months. For the detectives, the work that they do often takes time.
Another myth, crime scene investigators make big salaries and wear suits to work. It's more like a middle-class wage and black pants with a matching black polo shirt. Stephen Kaufman, CBS News, Denver.
Hurricane Danny is expected to weaken more soon. It's already been downgraded from a Category 3 to a Category 2 storm. It's moving across the Atlantic far from land, with maximum sustained winds dropping to 110 miles per hour. Forecasters say Danny could become a tropical storm sometime tomorrow. Steve Dorsey, CBS News.
This is John Greenhut, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, Power Swabs is the answer. In 5 minutes, you'll see 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. Even better, there's no messy strips or trays that you'll have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you're done. To try Power Swabs, call 1-800-679-0969. Your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free. 1-800-679-0969. That's 1-800-679-0969.
Have you heard? Proactive Plus is faster and better than ever. Stay tuned for a 1,000,000 bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. With Proactive Plus, your acne can heal, and you can help prevent new breakouts. Don't miss this limited time offer. we're going to let 1 million people try Proactive Plus risk-free and get 2 free gifts and also receive free shipping when you call right now. Call 800-393-6272. That's 800-393-6272.
The proceeding is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate question. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live. This is Dennis Schultz, your go-to mortgage professional with Nova Home Loans, in the studio with Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. Also, we have a special guest on here today. We have Doug Lebig with LV Lebig.
I like Lebig.
Lebig with LV Home Inspections, talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly regarding inspections on these properties out here. So we want to hear from you, listeners. We want to hear your calls. Call us in the studio, 735-5968. Excuse me, at 733-5968, 733-KXNT, or you can call us in the office right now. People are standing by, 577-2600 if you want an opportunity to get the macho combo, as Dustin would call it. We want to hear from you. Give us a call. We're back live here, KXNT. We have Jeff back on. He wants to ask a question for Doug regarding home inspections. Jeff, you're back on.
What's going on, Jeff?
How you doing?
Pretty good, man. What's going on with you?
What's your question, sir?
Oh, well, one of you said that you're having a problem with no hot water in your shower. That's probably a Moen faucet, and if it is, it just needs a new cartridge put in there. That's pretty common with those around here. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know that if you have somebody that's selling a home or purchasing a home and they need an inspection on the plumbing, get the Sunny Plumber, and we'll be happy to come out and give them a free inspection.
Oh,
that includes flushing the water heater and going through the entire plumbing system and giving them the status of their home.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jeff, for that call. We appreciate, listeners calling in. That really wasn't a question. That was
more like
free
an ad.
promo.
That was a little free promo right there for Big Jeff.
But that makes a big point, though, because Doug, you're not actually allowed to perform in repairs, correct?
Not repairs, no. And it's purely a visual inspection. And then obviously we're testing the outlets and the fixtures, make sure you got hot water running through your fixtures. We're never allowed to do any kind of destructive testing.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
And that's one reason why the inspector is such an important role in the process, because you're not just inspecting the plumbing, you're looking at all aspects of the property.
Absolutely.
Right. Like you were saying, your first step is when you get out of your truck, you look at the water meter, you're doing the outside of the house. You look at, now you said you look at the stucco.
Look at the stucco for any kind of deterioration, maybe around the house. Maybe you have some water damage from the irrigation system. You just kind of look at the general condition of the property when you're first walking into the house and see if you've got drainage out of the yard into the street, and then you look at the roof line and see, whether you have a tile roof or a asphalt shingle roof.
So the stucco thing is probably not a big deal, but I've seen this before where you have a property and the rocks, the landscaping actually is buried up against the house. How do you guys look at that?
Well, that's basically what we want to see is there's a weep screed on the bottom of the stucco, and you just want to leave your soils, rocks, everything down below that weep screed so that the walls can breathe. And then as well as you don't want any moisture. A weep screed.
Is that like a rat or something?
That's the trim around the bottom of your stucco.
Right above the foundation.
Right above the foundation.
Okay.
So yeah, your stucco is actually built onto your walls on your house, and then overlaps a little bit on the
What kind of, like, so if it is buried, if there is no
well, you could have moisture
build up, basically,
past, going through your
all right,
walls.
because if the soil is wet, then the house
breathes in the moisture, and then any kind of pests that are maybe in the soils can find their way.
You know
up
what?
into
I
the
had
walls.
something that happened to me this week, which never happened before in 22 years. So a VA inspector goes out, inspects the house. I'm sorry, a VA appraisal, different animal.
Okay, yeah,
a VA appraisal, and on his report, he has a condition that the stucco is discolored, and we're like, what? What are you talking about? The stucco's discolored. So my seller paints the stucco, makes it all look nice. He comes back to reinspect. It's still not done right. I have a problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, well,
was it getting water damage? Is that why it was
No,
discolored?
not at all.
Sun?
Yeah, it must be.
I think it's sun, but we painted it. There's nothing wrong with the stucco itself. It's just discolored. It was badly discolored, but now it's not painted correctly. I don't get it.
Well, paint is just a coating, obviously. So you want to paint stucco, any kind of exterior features on the house. You want to make sure it's coated. It doesn't get any weathering, water damage, that kind of stuff. And then as well as any kind of piping, you want to cover that, whether it's paint or wrapping or anything.
Right.
And that's just to take care of that.
I'll tell you what, folks, it's so important to get a good inspector. I mean, they can make a deal or break a deal.
Oh, we just heard from the one gal, Valerie, bought a 43-year-old home, unfortunately, didn't get the proper inspection, and she's probably going to end up paying thousands of dollars to get repairs done for the alleged water leak that's going on. So, I mean, Aaron, you guys preach that to your buyers all the time. Get an inspection. Of course, you have someone on set. I want to hear about the horror stories. I want to hear like something real juicy, right?
Juicy. Yeah, juicy.
Like you walk in the house and there's cobwebs and I don't know what
marijuana plants.
What kind of crazy stuff have you seen?
Well, during the whole crash period, the era where everybody was letting go of their houses, there was a lot of damage on those houses. I've seen toilets that were actually broken up, and then they shoved all the parts and pieces down the drain, and exterior walls that have just been busted out. And I think one of the worst ones I saw was where they went through. They had two tubs or two bathrooms upstairs, and what they did was they took a screwdriver into the drain, punched a hole into the drain of the tub. So when you go and fill the tub up, then you let it drain and everything.
Man, this is some exciting stuff, Dennis. I mean, this is great.
Well, that's what vandalism. Maybe the owners probably
Yeah,
upset the bank
It's
because they
foreclosure,
borrowed too much money.
How about the concrete? Did you ever find the concrete that was
No,
poured
I
down
never
the
did.
drain?
Never.
You never saw
found-
that?
Never found that.
Okay, I've seen that.
Have you seen it?
Concrete poured down on someone that was pissed off at the bank, poured concrete down all the drains. House is done. Not only do you have to replumb the darn house, but you got to knock the slab up to get the concrete out. I mean, it was wrong.
That is
right.
wrong.
That is
And
so
doing
wrong.
damage to a house is, doing damage to property is actually
malicious.
malicious.
Like,
yeah.
what's the
So
make 'em sign the
critical
papers.
error, like what was that term you used? There's two columns of repairs.
marginal and defective.
Defective. So
Yeah.
we talked a little bit about what other defective items that really raise an eyebrow with you that keep you up at night.
There's, it's, I guess some of the things is just electrical, making sure, you got your structural, your electrical, mechanical, and plumbing. And so those are the four major items that you're looking at. And anytime, like you were mentioning earlier, Aaron, broken trusses, there's something shifting. I've done inspections on houses up in the north part of town where they built on a landfill, I guess. And they had settlement issues,
expansive soil?
Yeah, expansive soil, collapsibles, and that kind of stuff. And then obviously the Kitech. The Kitech has always been a big issue.
What's Kitech?
Kitech plumbing. It's
is that like a pipe or is that like a?
Well, it's actually the plumbing
The
of the wall
connection.
is the fittings were defective,
fittings.
right?
Yeah. From what I understand, the fittings are what failed, and so they just kind of close up, and then your pipe breaks, and then you got leaks.
And
So
for you listeners out there, it's not like a kite you can fly. That's not it. It's plumbing, right, Dennis?
Yes, plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verify that.
Yeah. So yeah, the plumbing, structural, mechanical, and electrical are the main issues you want to make sure that are all functioning properly.
So mechanical is what?
Your mechanical would be your water heater, your air conditioning. Obviously, the water heater is going to be plumbing as well. And then your air conditioning units, your heating units, and then your appliances.
So how do you test the air conditioning? I know this is like simple things for us, but for people who aren't homeowners, this is valuable information. So.
Sure. Yeah. And from the standpoint of what we're required to do is look at the general condition of the air conditioning unit and then check the temperatures, make sure that they have what they're supposed to have on the units as far as the insulation around the low suction lines or the refrigerant lines on the units. And then, you don't have any problems with the exterior unit, meaning the compressor condenser units, bad condenser coils, that kind of stuff. So it's just a visual observation and then check the temperatures.
So you do that with like a temperature gun, or how do you know what the temperature is?
Yeah, that's we check the return air and the supply air and make sure that you've got a good split, differential split on the unit itself, and that you're actually your unit is cooling, is working. So the air going in.
Got to make sure your unit's working. Because
cooler.
if it's not, you have problems down
gotta
there.
work.
That's right. Yeah, it's got to work.
Hey, we need some callers
Yeah,
here,
give us
folks.
a call. We ask Doug any question, of course, about a home inspection. We have Aaron Taylor here with us in the studio. 733-5968. We want to hear from you. We want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. We already had a couple people call in, so we're going to cut to a short break. So give us a call. Win that Macho combo. Actually, you don't even have to win. You just have to do a loan with Nova.
All you got to do is
real
call.
estate transaction with Aaron Taylor. And we want to hear from you. KXNT News 100.5. We'll be back after these words.
Join us every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. for the New Money Sports and Entertainment Show with Kathy Cash. Hear from top athletes, singers, and more live from the sports and entertainment capital of the world. That's the New Money Sports and Entertainment Show, Saturdays at 6 p.m. here on CBS Radio 100.5 KXNT.
If you're like millions of other Americans, you're wondering if now is the time to purchase a home or refinance the one you already own. You would love to take advantage of the low interest rates, but you know it's important to make a responsible decision, and that's where I can help. Hi, I'm Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans and host of Real Estate Live here on KXNT. I have the expertise in all the available loan programs to help you make the right decision. Take advantage of a free mortgage tune-up today if you're thinking about refinancing. Get into that 15-year loan, get rid of that mortgage insurance, or use some of your new equity to pay off debt that you're struggling with before interest rates go up for good. Even if you have less than perfect credit, my free credit services team at Nova Home Loans will assist you on getting your score up where it needs to be and possibly get you into a home today with no down payment. Make sure to tune in to Real Estate Live here on 100.5 KXNT every Saturday from 11 to 2 to keep up to date on everything you need to know about the Las Vegas real estate market. And call me today at 577-2600. That's 577-2600, or go to homeloansforvegas.com.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
It's Jim Villanucci.
Mike, you're on KXNT. Hello. You were a little hard to get in the beginning. But I got to tell you, as time has gone by, I really enjoy your show.
Thanks, man.
It's actually as good as any show that's out there. I mean, it's top notch, triple A.
Well, I appreciate that.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
Welcome back, everybody, to the best #1 real estate show in Las Vegas, 100.5 KXNT. To call us here at the studio, call 733-5968. That's 733-KXNT to hear all about your lending needs, real estate needs, and we have Big Doug Liebig for all your inspection questions in the house. I'm Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. I have Dennis from Nova Home Loans, the voice of reason, next to me. And Big Dustin has left the building. He's out. What do you think?
Right. Much needed break for D-Bone.
Yeah, he needed the hour off. So we have a caller here, right?
Yes. So any other people that want to call, please do so. 733-5968. Melanie, you're on Real Estate Live.
What's up, Melanie?
Hey, I have a crack in my kitchen floor in the corner. It's like it's gone across about 4.5 tiles. It's right in the corner, and it looks. I don't know if the floor is raising or sinking, but it's about 3/8 of an inch difference in the height of the floor.
It's pretty big, huh?
There's a crack, yeah. And my son, my older son, he's an engineer. He says, "Never say that again out loud." I just wondered, what would be causing that? My sister owns the house, but it's just really frustrating. We can't figure out. There's no trees around there. It's the patios around that corner of the house.
What do you think that could be, Doug?
How old is the house?
It was built probably 1980, 81.
Okay. Well, not quite sure how they designed that slab, but they have what they call in the later model houses. They have what they call post-tension slabs, and what they do is they tension those a 7/16 inch cable and put about 33,000 psi on that cable, and that kind of holds your slab together. And in some of the earlier houses, they just used a regular rebar. So depending on what design you have in the house, I mean, definitely we could probably take a look at it and see what.
It's probably rebar.
I mean, you really don't know until you pick up a few of those tiles,
until
right?
you dig it up.
Yeah.
It sounds like one of the tiles comes. It's loose from the cement underneath of it.
Sure.
Whatever they put it down with, but it's almost when you tap on them tiles, it's like it's hollow.
Yeah, and
really
sometimes
weird.
if there's any kind of water lines or anything like that under that area, that could also knock the tile loose. And obviously you got maybe some settlement or expansion or whatever in the soil. So yeah.
Do you see any noticeable like cracks in the walls in that
no,
area?
not the wall, but it has. It's like it's settling. Things are not quite right. They're not quite straight or level. It's like you can see where the sheetrock, where it's taped, it's like it's not right. It's out of place. It's like I don't know if the whole wall's. I'm afraid I'm going to fall into a big sinkhole.
Well, she should probably get a contractor over there, right, Doug? Right away to check that out.
I would. I'd have a general contractor or somebody who's experienced in concrete take a look at that for you.
Yeah.
Melody, if you call the office 577-2600, right, Dennis?
That's correct.
Leave your name and number there. We will have one of our expert contractors give you a call and come out and check it out. Free consultation to see what's going on, and then at least what kind of problem we need to fix.
Terrific.
Sound good?
Yeah, it does.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
It.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thanks for your call, Melanie. Again, Doug, you cannot do the work. So you're doing like an entire inspection on the whole property. You're looking at the mechanical, you're looking at the plumbing. So as great as our guy that called earlier, touting the free plumbing inspection, that's not logistically easy for a buyer to do, really, because if they have to get 4 or 5 different tradesmen out there to do, the inspection job, I don't see that really being beneficial. Whereas you come out, you're going to notate everything, and then they will have to possibly get those tradesmen out if it needs it.
Sure.
Correct?
Yeah, that's if they've got a slow drain in their bathtub, if they got leaking angle stop valves, if they got low water pressure. I mean, that's stuff that we're going to note. And then based on our report, they can call those guys out. And then it's nice to hear that they've got a guy that will be as thorough as I try to be as well. So that they can call.
I have a question. How do you look at a roof in Summerlin? Because some of those houses are like pretty tall, right? Does that scare you? Do you get up on there or use binoculars? How do you do that?
Every time I hear roof, I think of that. I want to sing that song. I don't know
Now
why.
you have to sing
Lay
it.
me down.
The roof, the roof, the roof
is on fire.
It's on fire.
So
So we walk every roof,
Really?
except for clay tile and there's lightweight tile that we don't walk. But yeah, we walk every roof that we do.
And you're just looking for cracks.
Well, yeah, broken tiles. We're looking for penetrations in the roof. We're looking for any kind of sliding tile, anything that could cause water to enter into the roof area.
So what about solar panels? Have you been encountering those lately? I know that it's not super. There's not a lot of properties with solar panels. Have you seen any on? No,
You don't inspect solar panels.
No, we don't inspect solar panels, and I haven't really done any houses yet with solar panels. It's all kind of a new thing, you know. People are going gangbusters.
How
on putting them in.
about pool equipment? Is that
Pool
something?
equipment? We do pool equipment. We'll look at the pool. We look at the general condition of the pool, any kind of cracks in your pool, plaster, any kind of damage to the plaster. We'll run the spa, we'll run the pool, heating unit, check the general condition of the equipment, make sure that your equipment's in good working
So you guys
order.
run the equipment. Do you
Yeah.
ever jump in the pool like a little?
Only on a hot day.
I bet she's jumped in the pool.
Only on a hot day.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes, sir.
I have a letter here from one of our best listeners, Sue from Pahrump.
Oh, I love Sue.
And
she wrote you a letter?
She wrote us this information about Pahrump, and I can't share all of it on air.
Okay.
But I sure would like to read it.
Because
Pahrump is a fantastic city. We have a lot of listeners from Pahrump. We do a lot of business in Pahrump.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we listed a house this morning from some clients from Pahrump.
Nice.
Should I read it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm going to read it. She goes, I'm going to the front part, I'm just going to try to not read it
I'm gonna
word for
paraphrase
word.
a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah. But she says something to the nature of, hey, if you're tired of being in a big city with a lot of noise and aeroplanes and helicopters and noisy neighbors and all of that stuff, Pahrump is a great place to be. It has open space, fresh air, quiet neighbors. I'm sure some of them are loud, but quiet neighbors. Lots of land under starry skies above. There is room for an acre of gardening, fruit trees, pets, even farm animals, horses, goats, ducks, chickens and goats. How about sheep? It has several hotels, casinos, restaurants, shops, fast food. It even has a Walmart, a Home Depot, a Smith's grocery store, and all kinds of services. Beautiful mountain pass to get there. 2 beautiful wineries, fine dining, upscale lake, golf course, RV park, relaxing surroundings. I just want to tell you, Sue, we received your fax. We love the letter. We love Pahrump here, don't we, Dennis?
You told her to write that so you can put that on our listing, didn't you?
I did not, but this is gorgeous. No, we actually listed some houses for and some land, but she says, we love Pahrump out here, and you need to let people know about it.
She's right. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah,
We're all
really
going
is.
through our busy days, driving to and from work. We don't even think about that little slice of heaven right across the way. I mean,
Little higher elevation, a little cooler. Oh, and she mentions this. Now Sue is, I'm guessing I'd say she's in her 60s or 70s, right? And she
looked like she was in her mid 50s
Yeah.
to me.
I think she said she's in her 60s. And she says there is a community hospital, get a load of this, taxi service, many medical repair services. The surprise of the valley is that they have 2 beautiful wineries. They have, wait a minute, where's it at? They have a couple brothels. No, even 2 brothels, but they are far south from the schools and churches. So
it's full service.
It's full service. It's not next to church.
Amazing.
It's not next to the schools. But hey, for our engineer man back there, Big Ken, there's brothels for Pete's sakes. Huh?
They're even
Do you have anything for us, baby, for the brothels in Pahrump?
They sell new homes out there too, right? They have some new.
There you go. There it is.
Hey, Mama needs a new pair of shoes too, right?
Mama needs a
people,
new pair of
people
shoes.
work. It's legal here. in
Daddy
Nevada.
needs a brothel.
No,
That was a fantastic piece, though. I mean, that was really good literature.
Hey,
Little
Who
Poppy
is that?
breaking
Who
the,
was that?
kicking the English over there.
Is that Big
Is
Poppy?
that Dr. Dre dropping English on the mic? No.
Big Poppy's here.
Oh boy.
No, that brings up a good point. Pahrump, again, little slice of heaven. You've got these, we got Boulder City, which is nice. But she's right. If you want property with land, reasonable price per square footage, how are the values and prices out there, Aaron?
The values are picking up. Actually, the values are much better. You can probably buy the same house here for the same money out there, but on an acre or two. So, for instance, we listed a house today that's about 2,900 square foot, single story, custom home, 3-car garage, built on over an acre of land, 60,000 square foot lot.
How much?
$399.
Oh wow.
Gorgeous home. Out here, that property would be $700,000 easily.
So you get much more bang for your buck out there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a lot more bang for your buck. So if you Perumpians out there are listening to us, we need you to call us here in the studio at 733-5968. Right, Dennis?
Yep.
733-KXNT. If you want to talk to Big Doug, our inspector, if you want to get a mortgage tune-up, or if you want to buy or sell your house.
That's one thing we didn't talk about, refinancing. Rates really did take a little bit of a dip recently.
A good thing, dip?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. The rates dropped down to some really super low levels. So if you're listening right now and you're thinking about, refinancing and you want us to do a mortgage tune-up, give us a call. Give Dustin a call in the office, 577-2600. We'd love to go over your finances, see if it's even going to benefit you, because sometimes it may not. It may be a cost. You may only keep the property for 5 years, and then it's not really beneficial to refinance. So you don't know until you give us a call. We want to hear from you in the studio, 733-5968. This is what I call the overdrive hour, right? This is where we really bust through all barriers and just talk about real estate in a whole. We've got Doug from LV Home Inspections with us. So if you need that home inspection, you want a professional who's going to do the job for you, you can also reach him by calling us in the office, 577-2600. Or, of course, if you have any calls that you want to talk about right now, call us in the studio, 733-5968. So, Doug, let's go back to pricing, right? Because I don't think people understand how much home inspections cost or how it's based. How does that work? Is it just on the house, or what's the?
Sure, it's a size of the house.
Okay.
So generally, we look at the square footage is the price is dependent on the square footage.
Okay.
Obviously, if you have a 1,500 square foot house, it's going to be a lot less than a 4,500 square foot house. And what I do is I look at the time that it takes to do a 1,500 square foot house, and then the time that it takes to do a 4,500 square foot house, and price that out accordingly. And then obviously the pool is an additional fee as well, but we can do the pool and a spa. And so we generally charge an extra $50 just for each one of those. So,
but today, whether you're charging $50 or $1 million, Dennis, who's paying for it?
Aaron Taylor.
Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, is going to pay for your inspection. Hey, we're not only going to pay for an inspection, we got the macho combo going on.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Bring it in again, Big Poppy.
Let's do it. Boom, boom.
So basically what we're going to do for you guys by using Nova Home Loans and Aaron Taylor, the real estate guys team, we're going to basically pay for your moving truck, right? I mean, we have the infrastructure in place to get you moved, to get you financing, get you the best negotiations with your real estate. And that's kind of what we do. That's why we are the #1 real estate talk show in the Valley. And we do appreciate all of our listeners. And when you come in, matter of fact, we had some listeners come in this morning into the office, 9 o'clock. They came in. They had a short sale. They had a foreclosure. And so we were just going over the nuances of what kind of loan that they can qualify for. And I really helped educate them as to what their options were. And most likely, they're probably going to be working with you, Aaron, soon once they make their decision. They're not sure if they're going to wait for the foreclosure seasoning to go by so they can get a conventional loan, or they may do a FHA loan. So that's the kind of stuff that we do. I mean, Aaron Taylor, we had a referral from you not too long ago where you actually helped this young lady's father purchase a property. And you did such a great job, made such a big impact in his life. His daughter called us up. I think we got them pre-qualified, and they're probably out looking right now with you guys.
Yeah, I think that's Debbie. And hey, I want to reiterate the move. Now, when we're paying for this move for you, it's
what's the value on that?
It's
Aaron?
a value of $1,200.
$1,200 value.
$1,200. We're gonna load everything in the truck for you, and we're gonna move it from point A to B.
Hold on. What's this we stuff? Because
I'll get out there and help. Okay. Sometimes I get out there and help. We're not gonna pack your dishes. We're not gonna pack your clothes. We're not gonna pack your toothbrush. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the boxes, the heavy lifting, the furniture. We're gonna take the beds down for you. We're gonna put them up on the other end, and because we know what a pain in the keister that is.
What are you talking about? I love to move.
Oh, sure you do.
Yeah, I love boxing all my stuff. I love living in a box
doing that right now.
I remember, Doug, remember you helped me move back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I moved from Indian Moon to Mystic Valley.
Yep.
We had to be in our 20s, right, brother? I mean, we had to be here. And I think I bought a case of beer and some pizzas, and we moved all night long. Who would do that anymore?
I do that.
And my buddy, when he came, there's another guy. I'm not going to mention his name, but this guy came. He was so pissed off from being there. He goes, you know what? He goes, can't I just pay somebody to do this for you, Aaron? I'm like, oh, times were tough back then. Let me tell you, that was fun.
So going back to the home inspections, we went over the pools. We went over some of the mechanical items, right? The the air conditioning. Do you see a lot of outdated units out there in terms of furnaces and stuff like that? Because when people are renting, they don't really have to worry about maintaining those items.
Sure.
Regardless
whether they're they're out of date or not, I think the big thing is just to maintain your units, and that's
how do you do that?
You basically want to have a service done on it twice a year.
Okay.
I generally do mine on the hot stop and the cold stop. So on the hot stop, you get your air conditioning. On the cold stop, you get your heating. So twice a year is good, and that way, if you have a home warranty, you have the maintenance done, and if you ever have an issue to where it needs to be replaced, at least you can show the home warranty. Hey, I've been
maintaining maintenance.
Yeah, I've been maintaining the unit. You can't deny the fact that it has been maintained. That unit is done and needs to be replaced.
We need you to inspect units out there. So aside from the AC and whatnot, any new technology that you're seeing out there that looks? I know there's the tankless water heaters. How are those holding up?
Yeah, I'm starting to see a few of those. They're kind of a hit and miss thing. Some of the higher end homes are having, and I see it in there, and they seem to be working just fine. Okay. I mean, I don't see any problems with them. Yeah, it's the water heaters that you really the tank the water heaters that have the tank that they got about a 10-year. Yeah, they have about a 10-year life expectancy.
Why is that?
It's the hard water that we have here in the valley, and it just seems like I see it time and time again.
Can you do anything to prolong the life of that water heater?
Yeah, one of the things you can do is you can flush that water heater, get all the sediment out of there, get all the mineral deposits out of there.
Because there's like a nozzle on the bottom where you can drain it, right?
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about, flushing?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's there's a little valve on the bottom of the tank, and then you release the water. There's a way to do it, but yeah, you release the water and drain that tank and release all the minerals out of there, and then that should help you out a little bit. To do it once a year to clean that.
Should probably turn that off before you do that, right?
Yeah, probably.
So it doesn't heat up.
Yeah,
a little warm.
Yeah.
So moving forward with the home inspection, like what's the turn time? Or do you book up quick, or is it imperative for people to call you right away when they enter into a contract? Because they only have 10 days typically on these real estate contracts to do their due diligence. Sure. So do you ever have that problem where you get too many people and you have to refer work out, or you can pretty much handle that?
Well, I've got another guy that works with me. He's been working with me for about 10 years. And so we've been working together for quite a while. And the best thing to do is call me right away, and then that way that gives me a little bit of variance and when we can fit you in to do the home inspection instead of calling me if your contract is up or your escrow closes and I can't, or due diligence. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Due diligence closes at the 10th day and you call me on the 9th day. It's going to be kind of difficult to get that.
So what about like 10,000 square foot properties? How do you tackle
I've done a
beasts
few
like
of those
that?
actually.
How does that work? I mean,
well, I spend about 8 hours on it.
Sure.
And it's just like I do every other house. And it's a process, but they do take a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
AT back in the seat.
I'm back. I had to go to the restroom. I couldn't hold it anymore.
You had to go take care
Yes,
of business.
I did. I had to go take care of business, but I'm back in the house and
he's back with energy.
Well, I always have energy. I mean, if anything, I have too much energy. If you want to,
no such thing.
You do switch it on very well, Aaron. I'll give you that much.
I have a lot of energy, but
He's got a lot of wins.
I'm kind of like that when I'm not on the radio too.
You don't say.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyper.
You're notorious for having fun.
Yeah, if it's not fun, I'm not doing
Word
it.
Word around from various sources
Yeah.
that you are highly enjoyable to work with. Actually,
Well, yeah.
some of your colleagues speak very highly of you. Naturally,
I pay them.
Well, you also
They
give them
have to.
hugs too, right? You give them the hugs.
Yeah, I hug everybody in the morning when I get to the office.
So
He
that's
does. He does.
Everybody. I do. But you know what I'm so excited about?
Let's hear it.
Let me tell you what I'm so excited
I
about.
want to hear why you're so excited.
Dennis, the voice of reason. How bad do you want to hear?
Very, very bad.
Doug?
Yeah. I
Big
wanna hear
Poppy?
it too.
Let's do this. All right. We have the greatest program, and we only have about 15 more minutes, I think, before we're out. But if you call the office if you don't want to call us live on the studio. I know a lot of people I talk to all the time. They say, we'd rather watch you on YouTube, which is Real Estate Live. What is it, Big Poppy?
RealEstateLive.Vegas.
Yep, you can watch us live on RealEstateLive.Vegas. They always tell me, I'd rather watch you live on YouTube or I'd rather just listen because I just feel kind of nervous about being on the radio. And so call us at the office at 577-2600. Just give us your name and phone number. Even if you're thinking about purchasing a home, getting a loan in the next 6 months, as long as we have your name and information on our records, we're going to give you a free move valued at $1,200. That's from point A to point B. Nobody likes to move.
Hold on. This is breaking news.
It is.
So we're going to extend this offer for a 6-month time period, basically.
All they have to do is call and give us their information.
Okay.
And we're going to give them the free move valued at $1,200. We're going to pay for their inspection.
Wow.
There we go.
We're going to, what else are we doing?
We're going to give them the best rates and services that they can imagine.
Best rates and service. And you're going to have
Can't beat it.
you're going to have professionals that have been doing this over 20 years look after you. What I tell every single client that we help, me or anybody on my team, any one of my agents, is I wouldn't sell you a property that I wouldn't buy myself. We have to want to.
I love that about you.
It has to make sense to me, or we're just not going to sell it to you. I don't preferably like houses that are back to main drags, even though.
What do you mean? You don't like to hear racing?
Well, I don't like to hear all the traffic necessarily. Now, it's not for everybody.
People don't think about that, Aaron. They do not think about that. They're too worried about looking at the house, and that's, as a professional, you're keying in on something that's important.
You always have to look at resale. I know you want to live there. You think you're going to be there forever, but you have to think about, is it going to be appealing to everybody else out there when I sell the property? And I let our clients know what the best property to buy is. And obviously it starts with location, right?
Yes.
Location.
Yep.
And then it goes with where the location is within that community or where the location is, within that area. And you want to be smart about it because there are a lot of places where you don't want to be or you don't want to buy. And every investment property and every property that I've had, and even Doug's owned one of my properties before, and you've had investment properties, they've always been the right properties, right?
Sure. Yeah, they've always been good.
It's critical to make that.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to say something else here that in 2008, when we had 33,000 homes on the market, right?
Wow.
Do you know how many homes I sold in 2008 on the buy side?
No.
Take a guess.
0.
2. And here's why.
Why is that?
Every single buyer, when they wanted to buy a house, would ask me, how's the market? I don't lie. I tell them the truth. The two people that we sold homes to, which I remember them still because they're friends of mine, were getting relocated in town, and they absolutely wanted to buy a house. But you got to tell them the truth. Now, luckily, I sold 50, 60, 70 on the listing side.
Sure.
But you got to let people know the truth. You got to look after their best interest, and that's what we do.
And that's why people love working with Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, because that genuine personality really does come out, and you mean it. So that's important. Really quick here, before I put John Fromey back on, next week we are going to have an appraiser come on the second hour to discuss, quite frankly, very controversial topics that we've been having challenges with. So please stay tuned or tune in next week. Looks like we're cutting to a break here. John will get you after the break. You're listening to KXNT Real Estate Live. We'll be back after these words.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylor, and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
talk to Aaron Taylor,
The real estate guy.
Hey, Las Vegas, Jonathan Scott inviting you to tune in to Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. and win show tickets, hear great restaurant deals and comedy. Vegas Nonstop, Saturdays 5 p.m. on KXNT 100.5 FM and 840 a.m. Eat well and party hard.
Are you putting your money into an IRA, pension, or 401k? Then I hope you're prepared to lose 30, 40, 50% or more of your retirement savings, because it's not a question of if the market crashes again. It's a question of when. It's going to happen. Did you know there is a way you can protect and grow your wealth safely and predictably every single year? The people using this approach didn't lose a penny when the market crashed in 2000 or 2008, and they won't lose a penny in the next crash. In fact, their money will continue to grow safely year in and year out, even when stocks, real estate, and other investments tumble. A free report detailing this savings program is now available. This free report shows how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and wealth-building power without risking your retirement in the Wall Street casino. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement. It far outperforms any IRA or 401k. To get this free report, visit bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings, accuracy, and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-459-1057 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit their website at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Get your news fast and first from the only radio station with live and local reporters. This is News Radio 100.5 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Radio 100.5 KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live. This is Dennis Schultz with Nova Home Loans, your go-to mortgage professional. Here in the studio with me, special guest Doug. Doug, I mispronounced your last name last time. I apologize, but Doug's with LV Home Inspections, answering questions that are critical for our buyers, and also none other than Aaron, as Dustin says, I like to call him AT. That's Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy representing. What's up, Aaron?
I like to be called A-Town, actually.
A-Town?
A-Town is kind of my nickname from San Diego. Hey, what's up, A-Town? Because that was always exciting. You know?
Give us a call.
Downtown?
Yeah,
give
like
us,
downtown, but
give,
A-Town.
give us a call in the studio, 733-5968, 733-KXNT, or you can reach us in the office, 577-2600. John Fromey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. Hey, I just wanted to call in because, honestly, we have the most professional listeners out there. So, Aaron, I need you to clarify so we could actually get a list of people that are going to call in. What's the deadline for everybody to call in that they're going to be able to take advantage of the moving, the free home inspection, I don't know, round trip tickets to Hawaii? What else we got?
Here it is. The deadline for calling in is today. They have to call in today. However, if they just call in with their name and give you their information, and within the next 6 months, they do a loan with Nova Home Loans, and they use Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, to purchase their house, or if they want to list their house and sell their house, we're going to provide a free local move valued at $1,200. We're going to pay for their inspection through LV Home Inspection through Big Dog. And
that's an awesome value.
What else we get? What else we giving them?
I think that's it for the
Best rate,
promotion.
service, and fees in the business.
That's it.
Yes, we're going to give them all the extra
So
things.
John must be getting jammed up. People must be calling him asking for specific
I know we're
terms.
getting calls.
Well, so my question is, when you say today, you're not talking about the next 8 minutes. So if they call and leave a message, like after we're all shut down for the day, if they leave a voicemail with their name, number, and email, I'm going to put them on the list, right?
Yep, they just got to call today and get put on the list. Like Carol is one of our callers we're ready to talk to her about some questions with some outlets, but she probably wants to just put her name on the list. So in case in the next 6 months she wants to buy or sell a house or get a loan with Nova Home Loans, we're going to give them that free move, home inspection, and all the whistles and bells, great service, partridge in a pear tree.
All right, I just wanted to clarify. I got more calls coming in. Guys, great job. Great show today. Take
Thanks,
care.
John. Appreciate it.
That's one thing I appreciate about you, Aaron, is that you never cease to amaze me on your marketing and promotions. It's uncanny ability for you to get people in the game. Carol, you're listening to Real Estate Live.
What's
What are
up,
your
Carol?
questions?
Hey, well, I called because I've been listening to you guys. Love your show.
Thank you.
Inspector Doug.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm retired. I've been doing a few things around my house before I get ready to list it in a few months. And one of the questions I have is, I only have two. It's a 20-year-old house, 2,000 square feet in the Northwest. I only have 2 GFI outlets in the whole place ever.
Okay.
Isn't there supposed to be one of those every place where there's a sink with water or something?
Yes, there is. And
One's in the garage and one's in my master bath, and that's it.
Okay, so then there's nothing around your kitchen sink? No. Okay, 20-year-old house, so you're looking at 95.
Yeah, should I have somebody come in before I get ready to list and have that done?
Okay, here's what happens. Your garage, if you have a 2-story?
Yes.
Okay, so your downstairs bathroom is going to probably trip to your garage. So that takes care of your downstairs bathroom. Your upstairs bathroom, your hallway bathroom will probably trip to your master bathroom. And then you have, and then if you don't have anything at the kitchen sink, I would recommend putting something in at the kitchen sink. Cause generally in 95, there was a GFI, at the kitchen sink, and, you should have one there.
Carol, what builder built your house? You remember?
I know that.
What community? Do you know the community name?
Yeah, Summercrest.
Okay. So the codes were different back 20 years ago, right?
They were a little different.
And it's not all the same in the same floor plan. I have friends in the same floor plan, and theirs are in different places than mine are.
Yeah, it kind of.
Maybe
I
that
hate to say it, but
I
hate to say
at
it,
as
but
well.
they might have just stuck them in wherever they saw fit, sometimes. But if they've got different ones, different places, the big thing is just I don't know if you'd like to buy one of those little GFI testers at Home Depot or Lowe's, and then it's just a 3-prong outlet. And then check your outlets around the kitchen sink. Now today, everything above the countertop is actually required to be GFI. Back then, it was just the kitchen sink needed to be GFI. But it sounds like your bathrooms are covered, your garage is covered, and your outside outlets are covered. It's just a kitchen sink, I think, that you need to check on.
Okay.
And that brings me to a good point. Carol, make sure you call the 577-2600 and give them your name. If you don't have anybody to list your house, we would love to do it for you. We'll give you that free local move. We'll take care of everything else for you. And also, it brings me to a good point that even if you buy a new house,
I was just going to ask that
you
question.
should get an inspection, because if Carol would have got that inspection 20 years ago from Doug, possibly that would have been caught. And because the builder's not going to bring it out to you when they do the walkthrough.
Right.
They're not going to go, oops, we forgot to put a GFI in the kitchen. Sorry.
Exactly.
They're not going to do it. But Carol, thank you for calling so much. Give us a call at the office, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call, Carol.
All right.
Once again, superhero status. The squad, the team, Nova Home Loans, back to back with Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. And then, of course, we have Doug here with us, answering questions left and right, helping homeowners.
Big.
I was going to ask you that question, Aaron, while she was talking about that. New home builders, should you get a home inspection? You
want to piss off a home builder? I'll tell you how to do it right now. If you're not happy with the way they're building your house, you just tell your real estate agent, hey, I want to bring my inspector at the walkthrough. And that guy that's representing that builder is going to see Big Doug walk in and go, son of a gun, I can't believe you brought Big Doug with you. And they're going to start shaking in their boots. Now, I will tell you, there's got to be inspections done by the city. More than likely, everything's going to be fine.
Jurisdictions have to go through it and give your C of O.
Right. But, for a couple, $200, $300, I'd want to bring Big Doug in.
Of course.
I mean, it's buying a car, right?
I mean, it's not, you're basically,
someone look it over.
You're going into the biggest debt you're ever going to have in your life, right? And it is an investment, right?
Yes.
But it's also a debt. It's a liability. You want to make sure you're covering all of your bases, and a home inspection is imperative for protecting yourself. And, that's just kind of what we do. We make sure everyone gets the best representation. Aaron Taylor, whether he's selling your house, whether you're using him or one of his team members to go out there and find that new house, they've got you covered.
Oh no, is that music?
That's music.
No, we're not.
So just remember, listeners, we're going to have an appraiser on next Saturday. We're going to discuss some very controversial issues regarding low values. What do you think the property's worth? It's going to be a great interview we're going to have. We want you to tune in. We want your calls. Give us a call in the office, 577-2600. Get that macho combo set up that we talked about, the free move, the $1,200 value, or if you want a home inspection by Doug, you heard it from him. He's a professional, 577-2600. Again, thank you for listening, and we appreciate it. We look to hear from you. This is Real Estate Live with Dennis Schultz and Nova Home Loans, signing out.
Thank you.
Sell your house.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the